Pirate Eagle basketball.
Rebound, nice. Rebound, nice. Rebound, nice. Rebound, nice box out there on the right side, picked up by Sherman for the Stars. And they go back offensively. Double pump shot, driving in right side. Wilfong hanging in the air, hits the baseline shot. But quickly back in the offensive end is Wiskus. They lay it up, they lay it in, count the basket. In a three-point opportunity for Wiskus, you score, and the Vikings answer, leading 19-5. Gates left open left side, launches up a three, got it again. Gates with his second three-pointer. So he was open there, and the 6'4" sophomore. And here's Wiskus left side trying to answer. His shot is short. Ashline slides in, gets the offensive rebound, and that's how the first quarter comes to an end. Ashline, the putback, and the first quarter closes with the Vikings leading 32-8 in the corner. That's Corey Puts, left baseline for three, got it. Deep left corner. Vikings lead by 30 right now at 40-10. Ashline goes left side. Corey Puts another three. Deep left corner. Back-to-back threes by Corey Puts. And the Vikings pulling away here in the second quarter. Corey Puts, is it three in a row? Left corner. Got it again. So right now, Corey Puts has hit three three-pointers in a row, flat out feeling it. Here's Corey Puts again. Left side. Four in a row. You betcha. Corey Puts burning the nets. They lead 49-12. Wiskus goes left side. They set a back screen for Wiskus. Left side for three. Got it. And the first half comes to a close as the Vikings end the first half with an exclamation point. Wiskus nails the three, and the Vikings have put up 69 points in the first half. The Vikings put up 32 in the opening quarter, 37 in the second quarter, and the Vikings certainly continue their trend upward here mid-season. They defeat Starmont tonight by a final score of 95-35. The best high school basketball is on KCTN FM 100. It's a return to the Upper Iowa Conference tonight on KCTN, and our featured matchup, Postville, is at Clayton Ridge. It has been a trying week for both of these teams. Both teams have dealt with illness that caused Tuesday's games to be canceled. Each are starting to get some players back. They look to get their seasons back on track. The Eagles won the first matchup. They go for the season sweep. The Pirates look to even the score. Postville and Clayton Ridge, girls and boys basketball, will start the Chalk Talk for the girls game, coming up next on KCTN.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Even though we don't know what life has in store for our homes or cars, we can still prepare. Introducing the Damage Doesn't Have to Be Too Damaging policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
Looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's new redesigned People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. The account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank, ready to serve you. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations to open a People's Checking Account. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? TNT Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at TNT Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 today.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
Pirate Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Speedy Shop in Garnavillo with Take and Bake Pizza available, the Postville Veterinary Clinic, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. King Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Oakport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. And by Culligan Water Conditioning of Elkader. We begin the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Postville girls basketball coach Andy Deering. Coach, your team now 2-12, 1-10 in the conference. Dropped that ball game to North Fayette Valley on Monday night, 50-14. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, that game against NFV, we struggled scoring, and when that doesn't help us at all. You know, when we get into a game like that against a team like that, you know, when your shots aren't falling, that really hurts us. And we were just making some poor decisions on our passing and stuff like that, and they were just sitting in the weeds, you know, hiding and, you know, picking us off and getting some easy buckets, which turn around, you know, and makes quick points for them. And we're back to trying to take the ball up the court again. And, you know, we had several girls that just weren't feeling very well with illness and stuff, so, you know, they weren't playing at the top of their game. And we just struggled all the way around. And kudos to NFV, though. They played hard. They did everything they needed to do, and you know they really played a good game against us, and we did not play our best.
All right, so then obviously, yes, Tuesday night's game got canceled because of obviously some illness there. So let's go through starting lineup tonight as far as possible starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of up in the air yet, waiting to hear. But we're going to start with Sierra Owes, Kim Lucia, Kelly Martins, Harley Miller, and Emily Timp.
And a number of kids contribute off the bench for you, too.
Yep. Claire Martins will come off and give us quite a bit of time, you know, off the bench. You know, she does a great job in the post. And Jasmine Marquin will come off and give our guards some break at the point guard spot. And then we brought up some new girls from the JV that have been working hard, and we're kind of looking forward to seeing, you know, if we can get them in there and seeing what they can do at that level and see if we can improve their game also. All
right, now let's talk about Clayton Ridge. I know you guys dropped a hard-fought ball game, the first matchup, 44-43. What do you kind of remember about that game?
Well, I remember that, you know, we were ahead by 8 or so, and, you know, we just kind of let off the gas, you know, and they brought it to us. They're a physical team. You know, they muscled their way into that one, and we kind of let them back into the game where we should have just, you know, kept the hammer down and kept rolling, and not let them get into that situation. So they pressure, you know, they're very aggressive as far as, you know, on their defense and stuff. We just need to take care of the ball. You know, that's a key thing for us always. You know, if they do press us, you know, we just need to take our time, take care of the ball, and make sure we every possession down the court we take advantage of.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Yep, thanks, Dan.
Postville girls basketball coach Andy Deering on his Pirate team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Is it time for a change to Nightingale Drug? If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take time to stop in and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town, family-friendly business with locations in Guttenberg, Postville, and Waukon.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Hi, I'm Megan Kregel, a dairy farmer in Clayton County. As our local student athletes take the field or court this year, the ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up is in the real meat and real dairy foods grown right here in Iowa. Livestock farmers like me are proud to raise high-quality proteins that support health, energy, and performance. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Pirate Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Laney Kill and Sarah Zabor, your New York Life agents in Garnavillo. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer in the Big Blue Building in Manchester. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona, and by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. We continue the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Clayton Ridge girls basketball coach Ashley Funk. Coach, her team now 3-12, 2-9 in the conference. Dropped that game to Turkey Valley Monday night, 48-28. Tell me about that game.
It was a really hard-fought game, but we had a lot of girls out sick that game. We had two of our starters, Camden Deitmeyer was out, and Haley Rourke was out, and then Rachel Powers coming off the bench, she was out as well with some sickness, but we're just working our way back and everybody healthy.
All right, so obviously that canceled Tuesday night's game as well. So you mentioned working your way back. Who do you expect? You expect, first off, some kids back tonight, I take it?
Yes, so Camden is back tonight. Haley will be back tonight. Rachel will be back tonight. So the team's coming along. Samantha Spielbauer is going to be gone today because she has state wrestling, which is awesome for her. But, yeah, we're working our way back to getting healthy and getting everybody back on the court.
All right, so that's positive there. Now, we mentioned those girls back. Who are some of the other kids that have been contributing for you?
Amira Millard has been a huge contributor. Jalen Moore, obviously, and Whitley Harbor as well.
All right, and I know those couple of those girls have started for you throughout the season as well. So let's turn our attention now to Postville, and you guys won a hard-fought ball game, the first matchup, 44-43. Tell me about that game.
Yes, we started off really, really slow. We were down 12 in the first quarter, and, yeah, it was just a very slow start for us. But tonight we're definitely going to have to take advantage of getting the ball into the hole and really working our butts off on defense.
All right, so you mentioned there that you guys were able to overcome that early deficit to pull out that win there. What was the big difference in that first matchup?
Just playing hard defense and getting the shots to fall.
All right, so that was obviously a key for you guys in the coming back to win that ball game. So let's talk now about tonight's ball game. You mentioned some of the keys there. How does the Clayton Ridge accomplish that tonight?
We got to take care of the ball. We had a lot of turnovers in that game as well. We have to take care of the ball and be able just to work it around and run our offense. We didn't really run our offense that well last time, so definitely running our offense and working through the post again because that's where most of our points come from.
Let's talk about defensively here. You will be without Samantha Spielbauer tonight, so that certainly may change things a little bit for you defensively. What do you guys look to do defensively tonight?
We are going to stick with man right away and just pressure.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
Thank you.
Clayton Ridge girls basketball coach Ashley Funk on her Eagle team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
In these trying times, you don't want to waste a moment. It is time to take advantage of Freedom Bank's convenient online and mobile banking services. You can access your accounts from your computer or your smartphone and even pay bills without stepping a foot out of your home. You can even make deposits just by snapping a picture with your smartphone. This mobile deposit feature is available on approval. The fast, easy way to bank. Call today for more information. Freedom Bank, Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukegan, and Decorah. Member FDIC.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Check us out.
Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we know that cars are complicated, but all they don't do is cook dinner and do your dishes. At Top Gun, we strive to keep up with all the complexities of new vehicles. We have all the scan tools and certified technicians to guarantee the repair is done right. Not only will it look like new and perform like new, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount programs. Whether it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, you'll save money at Top Gun. If it's that 30-point buck, you may get your whole deductible paid. Call Top Gun for details and schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
Pirate Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, and the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barnes along with Coach Aaron Hammond. We welcome you to Clayton Ridge. It's Upper Iowa Conference basketball tonight on KCTN. We actually have basketball tonight here on KCTN, Postville and Clayton Ridge. Coach Hammond, we've been off here for a little bit.
It's been a while. I was listening to the pregame, and they were talking about Starmont-Edco, and I went, is this the last time we had a game? It feels like it's been forever, but we're back in the Upper Iowa tonight. We're down in the River Valley.
All right, so that's the important part tonight is we're getting back to action, and we work with our microphone levels a little bit, trying to tweak some things out in our live stream tonight. But that's the last ball game we did was last Tuesday night, and that was Starmont-Edco boys. Remember that girls game got canceled due to Starmont dealing with some illness. Then last Friday night we had the storm that canceled everybody's games. Tuesday night we were expecting to bring you the Clayton Ridge Central ball game. Those games postponed there because of illness for the Central boys. Clayton Ridge girls there. We'll make up those games next Thursday night. But the good news is here, Postville girls, which also had their game canceled on Tuesday night because of illness, both these teams have the majority of kids back tonight and getting a little bit healthier.
Yeah, for the most part, they've got everybody back. We do have a couple absences on the Clayton Ridge team. We've got some wrestlers. Samantha Spielbauer brings a lot of energy to the Eagles, not here tonight. But otherwise, looking healthy. Girls are warming up. We're going to have some basketball.
Ironically, Spielbauer did not play in the first matchup with Postville and Clayton Ridge. So she is in the quarterfinals of state wrestling. We'll get you a complete update on that coming up at halftime of the girls' game. Rebecca Schumann of Clayton Ridge, by the way, has lost in the match to try to go to the quarterfinals, is in the consolation, and the Postville wrestlers are also in the consolation as well. But we'll talk more about that coming up here at halftime of our girls' game. All right. Clayton Ridge won the first game 44-43, a hard-fought ball game.
Yeah, both these teams played really hard and were evenly matched in that game, and I expect something similar tonight. I think maybe a little more defense tonight. I think both of these teams are really trying to find their identity in their defense, so I think that's going to be a change. It's probably going to be a lower-scoring game, but I think still a hard-played game by both of these teams.
It was funny listening to both these coaches because they said in practice last night, because they took a couple of days off, obviously, they said there was a lot of coughing, a lot of hacking going on, and so we could have a hack fest in this ball game tonight, and that has nothing to do with the fouls in this ball game tonight. But I think both teams just pleased to be back on the court.
I think so. You bet.
All right, let's go courtside. I believe Adam Radcliffe doing our starting lineups tonight. And we've got a new one there on the not ready to roll there. All right.
He's doing we've got some kid captains tonight. I don't think he's got the microphone up yet for the kid captains, but as
All right, so he's not ready for the starting lineups. They're doing their kid captains tonight, which is good to see. This is something that Clayton Ridge has done. They did it in the football season, doing it here during the basketball season as well. All right, so we'll send it to him in just a bit. Let's talk about keys in the ball game, and I think it's really going to involve handling the basketball for both of these teams tonight.
I think so. You look at their turnover margin and their assist margins, and they just haven't taken possession of that ball, taking each one of those possessions as important. So I think that's going to be one of the keys tonight. I think crashing the boards, getting those second chance opportunities are also going to be important for both ball groups.
That's what Clayton Ridge did in the first matchup there. Got a lot of offensive rebounds. Postville got off to a really good start in that matchup, by the way. In the first matchup, had a lead, I believe a 12-point lead in that first half. Saw it slide away, and Clayton Ridge won that ball game 44-43. So the Eagles are 2-9 in the conference. Postville comes in 1-10. So needless to say, both these teams hungry for a W in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Both of these teams looking to get that another W, get that next step. We talk about growth all the time. That's what they're looking for here tonight.
And in the last matchup, both these teams, when it was 44-43, that's been their offensive put-out. That's been one of their better nights that they've had offensively because they have struggled to score from time to time.
Exactly, and I think inside presence tonight by either one of these teams could be the tipping point.
All right, so now they did a nice job with the introduction to the kid captains, who got a lengthy introduction, by the way, these kids.
They did.
A couple of elementary kids from Clayton Ridge. So I believe now Adam Radcliffe is ready to go with our starting lineups as we look courtside now. And he's filling in for Rick Colbert tonight, has the night off. Mr. Radcliffe, I think, also handling the chili supper as well. There we go. Take it away, Mr. Radcliffe.
For the Pirates, a sophomore, number 4, Emily Timp. And for the Eagles, a sophomore, number 10, Morgan Pierce. For the Pirates, a senior, number 10, Kimberly Musia. And for the Eagles, a senior, number 20, Whitley Harbor. For the Pirates, a junior, number 11, Sierra Mose. And for the Eagles, a senior, number 22, Jaylyn Moore. For Postville, a senior, number 12, Kelly Martins. And for Clayton Ridge, a junior, number 34, Camden Deitmeyer. And for Postville, a junior, number 21, Harley Miller. And for the Eagles, a freshman, number 42, Amira Millard.
There you have it. Starting lineups, opening action coming up next here on KCTN.
Veterans Memorial Hospital, we're right here at home.
This is Amy Robinson, Director of Rehab. I came here 24 years ago as a physical therapist to make a difference and help a lot of people. This is a family-friendly hospital, and we all support each other. Everyone cares about the patients they work with. I'm proud of the compassionate care that our staff offers. We are withstanding the challenges and moving forward together. We'll be here caring for you right here at home for another 70 years.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. Your health affects every aspect of your life, and here at Clayton Drug, we are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We deliver a range of services with options to meet your individual needs. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing, to your home or mail delivery, online prescription refill, and a prescription loyalty program. We also have personal and home health care items available. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Take on what Mother Nature throws at you with a John Deere 1 Family or 3E Series tractor. With quick hitch capabilities, you can add rear or front snow blades, a snowblower, and a bundle of other attachments. Work better, faster, and more comfortably this year on a John Deere tractor. Come by your local dealer and see why nothing runs like a Deere. Visit Bodensteiner Implement at one of their 10 Northeast Iowa locations today or request a quote online at bodimp.com.
Pirate Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Bacon Concrete in Postville, Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Outdoor Creations, your floral, landscape, and garden center in Monona. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. You're listening to high school basketball on KCTN FM 100, Gardavillo, Elkader, Iowa. So it is Clayton Ridge jumping for them. Camden Deitmeyer wearing their home white uniforms. They have, of course, the green Clayton Ridge across the Clayton across the top, then the number, then the ridge around the bottom. Lady Pirates wear black uniforms there, away uniforms with the red trim. Jumping it up there was Deitmeyer, and jumping it up was Martins for Postville, and Postville wins the tip. This game is underway. So Musia has it right side. Thanks for joining us tonight here on KCTN FM 100, our live video stream at kctn.com as well. Meanwhile, we'll have updates on a number of games tonight as Clayton Ridge comes out here and playing girl-to-girl defense starting out tonight. Musia, left wing, open for three, circles in and out, no good, and Millard clears the rebound underneath the basket for the Eagles. So Pierce gets the start at point guard tonight, with Rourke likely coming off the bench for them as they try to go left side. The ball is deflected out of bounds by Timp. So you see some different kids into the starting lineup, but you'll see some other kids coming in that normally started. So we'll see how this game goes tonight. And as both these teams return to action, that's the positive thing. But let's see the stamina as this game goes on tonight.
Yeah, just some of that health issues, just bouncing back and being healthy.
Harbor drives in, middle of the lane to Deitmeyer, drives in, and as she drives in right side, a reach-in foul committed by Timp coming over to help out defensively. So they work the ball in the lane, and they want to work through Deitmeyer offensively. Reach-in foul on the floor against the Pirates.
And the Pirates are sitting here in their 2-3 zone, so something we expected out of them. Surprised to see Clayton Ridge in man-to-man.
Inbounds, they go right side. Jump shot by Deitmeyer, no good. Gets her own rebound, put back up and in off the right side, and the Eagles strike first.
Yeah, nice putback there. Good offensive rebound by Deitmeyer.
Offensively, on top, Musia. Musia goes right side and works it there with, once again, Mose. Mose being guarded by Jalen Moore. Now Clayton Ridge looks to switch on every pick. Musia drives baseline, and too far along the baseline, straight up there defensively was Deitmeyer on the help defense, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will go back to Clayton Ridge. Good help defense by the Eagles.
Yeah, great help defense there by the Eagles enforcing that errant shot, and they get the ball back. Another chance here for the offense.
And they'll bring it offensively here on top, Harbor. Harbor right side to Pierce. Again, you have Postville in that 2-3 zone. They'll try to take away Clayton Ridge's inside game. Harbor has it, trying to go in the lane to Deitmeyer. Takes that shot in heavy traffic, deflected from behind by Miller, and the rebound pulled down there by Postville and Timp. Good help defense by Miller, helping out as they got the ball to Deitmeyer in the lane.
Yeah, nice crash there by the defense.
Musia, right side offensively, brings it back out on top to Timp. So we've played 2 minutes. 2-0 is the score, the early lead for Clayton Ridge. Right side Musia, blocking call there on Harbor, cutting her off, and the ball goes off the right side of the basket. Not only did we have players sick, but Clayton Ridge, Tuesday night, would not have had an available coach.
Yeah, they didn't have any coaches, just a lot of sickness going through.
Inbounds, Martins catches it, middle of the lane, but Deitmeyer, good straight-up defense. She left the shot short. Deitmeyer got a piece of it, and the loose ball picked up underneath the basket by Clayton Ridge. Harbor drives in the lane, got by her defender, but took an extra step driving in and traveled with the basketball. She was looking to feed Deitmeyer.
Yeah, I think Whitley Harbor didn't realize how open she was going to be. She got through that double team and all of a sudden was open, but tried to stop, tried to bounce pass, and just stumbled a little.
Pretty good crowd on hand tonight. They continue to roll in. We have a chili supper going on, I think, till 8 o'clock tonight. Left side with the basketball, Postville. And it is Sierra Mose on top to Musia. Top of the key, guarded by Harbor. And Musia, nice to see her playing with brace free tonight. Drives baseline, takes a 1-foot runner along the baseline from 15 feet away. Aired it out well long, an errant shot. And the ball is tracked down there in the far corner by Moore. Moore in the offensive end, tried to work it on top to Harbor, but intercepted by Timp. And that will be the second foul on Harbor. And even though it's a foul, that's actually caused by the pass by Moore.
Yeah, that long cross-court pass, and defense had a better angle at it, and Harbor's going to have to go to the bench here. And we talked about being a little short on the bench and fighting some sickness, and being in foul trouble doesn't make that any easier.
Neither one of these teams shoot well from the field, so now you're going to bring in some younger kids to try to fill in the role. Here's Sierra Mose, right side for three, and as I say that, got it from the right wing. And Postville scores their first basket, leading 3-2.
Yeah, they shoot about 25% from the field, inside and outside the arc. So might as well go for the 3 instead of the 2.
If you look at the percentages, that would make sense. Millard, baseline, 15-footer, leaves it short from the left baseline, grazed the bottom of the net, and the rebound is pulled down there by Musia for Postville. So 3-2, Postville the early lead. Musia on top, now matched up by Moore, and they go right side to Musia. Drives in right side and takes a little runner. Good straight-up defense there by Millard on the help. And with the loose basketball underneath is Clayton Ridge. So every time they've tried to drive, there's been good help defense. So into the game is Rachel Powers, and Powers goes in the lane to Deitmeyer, gets it, scores the basket right around the basket there, and it's 4-3. Good entry pass by Powers.
Yeah, nice little bounce pass there to Deitmeyer to get her open, and another basket within 3 feet.
Musia, right side to Timp, a low pass there, and it goes off the foot of Timp, and it goes out of bounds at the end of the Clayton Ridge bench on that far side. So Postville turns it over without really getting into their offense.
Well, we talked about how important ball possession was going to be in this game, and that's an example of one of those that's just frustrating as a coach. It's an unforced error there.
Rourke checks in for Clayton Ridge. Also Pierce checks in as well, and Rourke will play with a mask on as, again, she missed Tuesday night's ball game. Millard has it right side. And along the baseline, goes down low. Rourke hands it over to Powers, who drives in left side. And good help defense for Postville coming into the game for them was Claire Martins, a 5'10 sophomore, checking in for Miller. She rolled over late, made some contact, and that will put Powers to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, good straight-up defense there by Claire Martins, but like you said, just a little late getting over there, and so made some contact trying to go straight up.
And Powers going for the shot there, and a body call there on Martins. Free throw is good, and it is now 5-3. Clayton Ridge in the lead halfway through the first quarter. Now Clayton Ridge, 25% from the field, or 26% from the field, 20.7% from the three-point line, and Postville 25.6% from the two-point line, 25.5 from the three-point line.
Yeah, just the same percentage inside and out.
Free throw, no good, but it bounces out of there, and actually Powers tracks down the rebound, and the ball knocked out of bounds, so Clayton Ridge retains possession, and there's another offensive rebound by Clayton Ridge early in this game.
And we talked about how important those were going to be in this game, those second-chance opportunities.
Coach Deering had talked about that. Millard tries to go baseline to Powers, has it left baseline to Deitmeyer, intercepted by Sierra Mose off that right side for Postville defensively. And they'll bring it back into the offensive end now with Mose on top. So Mose bringing it right side and goes to Musia. Musia on the left wing. They'll look for Martins. Gets it in the lane, but deflected by Deitmeyer. The ball knocked out of bounds there. No, Deitmeyer tracks it down near the corner in the left corner. Gets the block and tracks down the loose basketball, and the Eagles bring it back offensively. Right side quickly. Powers in the lane to Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer picks it up. Right side scores the easy basket. So you can see right now the Eagles' game plan. They're having some success. They lead 7-3. And now Postville wants a timeout. Good start for the Eagles, leading by 4. Let's take this break.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you're in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk On.
So a 30-second timeout taken by Postville in part to talk about the interior defense, but also in part because of some pressure by Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, and Clayton Ridge has been playing exclusively girl-to-girl defense here, but now they're picking up full court, putting a little more pressure on the ball handling for the Pirates.
So inbounds it will be Sierra Mose to Musia. What they'll likely do here is clear out, and Musia actually stumbles and loses the basketball, picked up by Powers, who blows by Musia, drives in from the left side, but leaves the right-handed layup short. And the rebound is pulled down there by Postville. And back into the offensive end, Rourke a body call as Musia pushed it ahead offensively. I don't know if Powers thought that maybe Musia was coming from behind, but just short on that layup attempt.
Left a little short, and it made it look like there was contact, but there was a lot of space between Musia and Powers, so I'm not sure what happened on that layup.
Double post situation now. High post area to Martins. Catches it on the right elbow. 15-footer. It is no good. Left it off the back of the rim. Pierce gets the rebound for the Eagles off the left side. So back offensively on top, Pierce goes right side to Rourke. Rourke looking for Deitmeyer, tried to post up around Martins, and she drives along the baseline, lost the handle on it, took an extra step. Travels with the basketball, and the turnover gives it back there to Postville.
I like that shot by Martins on the other end. Kelly Martins was wide open at the free throw line. She just needs to get her feet under her and get set before she shoots that. I think she can knock that down.
Mose across the timeline offensively. Clayton Ridge normally plays 1-3-1 defense, with Spielbauer playing the top, but she's in the quarterfinals at state wrestling, not available tonight, as we mentioned earlier. Sierra Mose brings it right side, so they're going to play straight up girl to girl here. Left side, Musia, left wing for three. Got it from the left side. So Postville's hit a couple of threes, and they say that it's a 2, but it's 7-6. It's a 3, 7-6.
If you got 3 up on the scoreboard, we're going with that.
3 plus 3 equals 6. So back offensively, it is Clayton Ridge. Quickly ahead, Pierce near the volleyball line, and brings it left side to Rourke. Rourke just inside that volleyball line on the left side, looking for Deitmeyer, and this is now with Clayton Ridge only one post. Could be interesting, not the size Postville has on the court. And as Powers dribbles between 2 defenders, drives into a lot of trouble, and there ends up being a jump ball called as she drove in on the right side. And the officials here are going to, we've got a little blood from UC is what we have, so the officials are going to stop play, but I believe we had a jump ball call, right?
Yeah, we had a jump ball, so that's going to stay down here with Clayton Ridge. It's their possession, but they're going to have to take a look at Musia's knee and get that bandaged up quick.
All right, so Deitmeyer will get a quick breather here for Clayton Ridge. Moore comes in. Meanwhile, for Postville, Harley Miller has checked back in with Musia checking out. Off the left side, they try to go inbounds, and it is Millard there in the post, and Millard is tied up immediately. Again, Martins, good size. Claire Martins, listed at 5'10", I'd say closer to 6 feet. But good straight-up defense there forces the jump ball. Millard a bit undersized at the post. Meanwhile, Jasmine Mariquin has checked in, her first appearance for Postville. Sierra Mose, left side to Miller on the wing, 15-foot jump shot, banks it in. Banked it from the left wing. How about the old bank shot from the wing?
She called that. I saw it. She called it. That was good.
You don't see that shot anymore, but yeah, she was looking for the bank all the way. There's a reason why there's squares above that rim.
That's right, that's right.
Back on top, Rourke. 90 seconds left in the quarter. 8-7, Postville in the lead. Rourke in the lane to Moore. Gets it by, that time I should say, Martins, and as she goes up, fouled on the shot. So they got it inside the right block area, and the foul called on Postville on the help defense from the weak side, and Moore goes to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, it kind of pulled the defense out a little bit there and got over the front wave, got past Claire Martins, but then Harley Miller made a little contact as Moore went to the hoop. She gets to shoot 2 free throws.
First foul there on Miller. Free throw, it is no good. She'll get another opportunity as that one cupped off to the left. Both teams with 3 fouls. 1:23 left here in our opening quarter. And Moore has another free throw attempt for the Eagles. Second free throw being eyed, takes her time, and that free throw's off the back of the rim, no good. But Millard gets rebounding position around everybody, but misses the shot too far underneath the basket. Too many long arms there, and it was Martins in particular for Postville creating some trouble, and Postville back offensively. Mariquin, left side, in and out of her hands. She's guarded by Pierce. And Mariquin brings it over to the right side now to Miller. Miller, driving right side, has a lane to the basket, cut off on the baseline, takes a fadeaway 15-footer, goes actually behind the backboard, and the rebound on the left side is Martins catching it, stepping back in front of the backboard, and scores from 5 feet away from the left baseline.
I don't know if that ball was tipped, but it went clean behind the backboard. Nice rebound by Kelly Martins.
Didn't hit the basketball support at all. Right side, in the lane, a lot of trouble. Powers trying to cut through on the weak side is Pierce, and a good job by Miller, that weak side defender, knocking away that baseline pass from right to left.
Clayton Ridge trying to attack the baseline here, and it's that weak side who's been diving in.
Martins checks out. Mariquin checks out for Postville. So Mose comes, or correction there, Timp into the ball game, and Musia now with a little bandage on her right knee and on her left knee where she had the blood. Here's Pierce, right side. She's open for 3. Got it from just off the right side of the top of the key. We're tied at 10 here. Good flow by both these teams offensively. Deitmeyer has checked back in. Millard checked out there for the Eagles. Meanwhile, left side, Timp. 20 seconds to go. Musia has it left side, takes a step back 3, partially blocked. Ball deflects into the hands of Timp. Her shot no good from the right side. Martins tracks down the rebound there, right side. Musia in the lane tried to go to Timp, and a reach-in foul committed by Clayton Ridge with 11.4 seconds to go. Postville keeping this possession alive.
Yeah, good offensive rebounds. We talked about that in the pregame, and both teams doing a good job of keeping the ball alive and getting those second chance opportunities.
Right side to Timp. 10 seconds to go. Musia drives in the lane and loses the ball. Picked up by Martins, left side to Mose. Mose left wing takes a 12-footer, leaves it short. Offensive rebound, Musia, and Musia turns and fires the shot. I don't know if it would have counted. It's short anyway, and the first quarter comes to an end. Good start for both these teams offensively. We're tied at 10. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Veterans Memorial Hospital, we're right here at home.
This is Amy Robinson, Director of Rehab. I came here 24 years ago as a physical therapist to make a difference and help a lot of people. This is a family-friendly hospital, and we all support each other. Everyone cares about the patients they work with. I'm proud of the compassionate care that our staff offers. We are withstanding the challenges and moving forward together. We'll be here caring for you right here at home for another 70 years.
Pirate Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Speedy Shop in Garnavillo with Take and Bake Pizza available. The Postville Veterinary Clinic. Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop. Harvest wisely. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg. Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. And by Culligan Water Conditioning of Elkader. So we're tied at 10. It will be Clayton Ridge's basketball at center court as we get the second quarter underway. And offensively here, it's on top to Rourke. So Rourke, Moore, Millard, Deitmeyer, and also Powers start the second quarter for the Eagles. Back out on top to Rourke, tied at 10 here, and they work things offensively. We're the early show tonight. We started at 6 with our girls game tonight. And right side, Rourke looking to double team there as Postville, but Rourke dribbles through there, bounces it to Millard. She drives in, but traveled into the shot. She's going to make the move. She's going to make the basket, but she traveled going into that shot just off the left block.
And she hesitated just a little bit, and that's what caused the travel. If she would have just shot that with confidence, it probably would have went in.
Musia, also out there you have Mose, Martins, Miller, and Timp. And as they come into the offensive end, it's a foul by Powers, who was riding on the far sideline there, playing defense on Musia. And that's the second foul now on Powers. Fifth team foul on Clayton Ridge. Inbounds to Musia, tied here at 10. So in the last matchup, Postville got off to the good start. Martins in the corner to Sierra Mose, and Mose traveled as she caught it in the right corner on the entry pass to the outside, traveled looking to move into the lane, and another violation by Postville.
Sierra Mose is a good enough shooter. I think she catches that in rhythm and puts it up. She's not going to get blocked.
And left side, Clayton Ridge has the ball off the hands of Rourke, knocked away, and I believe it's going to go back to Postville. Moore tried to go right side, and Sierra Mose got a hand in the passing lane, deflected it, then it went off the hands there of Rourke and out of bounds to the Postville Pirates. In the offensive end, Timp right side. Martins catches it on the right block. Her shot up and in. So they run the sideline break well. Martin scores from the right side. 2-point lead for Postville.
Yeah, nice post up there by Claire Martins on the opposite side, and good finish.
What was our shooting in the first quarter, Coach?
Postville was 50% behind the arc, 18 inside. Clayton Ridge was 38%, 100% outside the arc.
Rourke in the lane to Millard. A lot of traffic. 3 Postville Pirate players there digging in, and they force a jump ball. Timp on the floor there ties up Millard as the Eagles bring it weak side. Once that ball is to the weak side, Postville converging defensively.
And that's something with this girl-to-girl defense. Postville's been doing a nice job of digging in the post, collapsing when that ball goes inside at all.
Musia brings it into the offensive end. Far right side goes baseline to Timp. Her left-handed layup there just off the left side. Uses the right hand from the left side. Banks it in, and a 4-point lead for Postville.
Yeah, good transition there. Good recognition by Musia on Timp being wide open.
So we talk about the weak side. Postville scoring from that weak side basket. Rourke on the right wing, brings it into the elbow area now with Deitmeyer, and as she drives in, traveled with the basketball, got it at the elbow, had the right idea, but moved the feet before moving the ball. It is the most common call we see night after night.
That's just a byproduct of high school basketball. Kids get excited, and those feet move before anything else.
And backcourt area, Musia to Mose. Postville's done a nice job handling this girl-to-girl pressure defense. High post area, Martins goes right side, and it's deflected out of there on the help defense by Rourke as she was looking to Musia to the back door, but Clayton Ridge had rolled over defensively or moved over defensively, and the ball goes off the right side of the basket. They'll take it out of bounds there with Mose. On top to Musia, just off the right side for 3. That shot off the right side of the rim, bounces to the left, then knocked out of bounds. And the last touch by the Eagles on the left side. Timp jostling down there for position along with Millard, and the ball will go back to Postville off the left side.
And Clayton Ridge going a 2-3 zone here on out-of-bounds plays to force that ball over the top.
Inbounds to Miller at the free throw line, brings it left side to Mose, and actually looking for Mose in the corner, but threw it between Mose and Musia, and whipped it, as it turns out, out of bounds. And the ball goes back to Clayton Ridge.
I think Mose and Musia both looked at each other, weren't sure who that was to, but that ball was tipped just a little bit, it looked like, or maybe just couldn't see where she was throwing.
Split the two players, and it goes out of bounds, and Clayton Ridge in the offensive end. They brought in Lola Reimer into the game. Deitmeyer takes a tough shot, but bailed out by contact on the wing. Caught it 15 feet away with Musia and Martins in that area, and Musia comes across the arms, and that will put Deitmeyer to the free throw line for two.
Deitmeyer's really attracting a lot of attention. She's leading scorer here for the Eagles, averaging double digits in points and 7 rebounds a game.
Free throw, it is good. 14-11 now. Makes the first free throw. Martins in. Martins checks out for Postville. So that is Kelly Martins in for Claire Martins. Free throw on its way there by Deitmeyer, makes them both, and it's now 14-12 as Clayton Ridge back within 2. So a close ball game here, first quarter and a half. Musia, baseball pass ahead into the offensive end to Miller. Catches it on the right side. Back out on top to Mose. Off the left side. Fires up a 3. It's up the back of the rim. High rebound pulled down there by Reimer. And a lot of size there. Reimer ends up bringing it down and is tied up immediately by Miller. But it is a jump ball, and it will go back to Clayton Ridge.
I've been impressed with the Postville guards handling the pressure. You know, I wonder if they're going to get tired throughout the game, but doing a nice job of handling the pressure. And Postville hasn't put any pressure on the guards for Clayton Ridge.
And as you say that, here comes a trap, and Moore has the ball deflected out of there, and it's picked up by Martins in the offensive end. So they brought a trap as Moore brought it across the timeline, and they force a turnover. Musia open right side, deep 3, aired it out. Timp loses the rebound off the left side as she could not catch that air ball shot, and it goes back to Clayton Ridge.
Right on cue. I said they haven't put a lot of pressure, and they went out and trapped the ball handler and forced that turnover.
And this is where Clayton Ridge, again, you have more kind of handling things. Rourke has been spent most of the time at the point guard spot along with Powers, but they're on the wings here. Reimer gets it on the baseline, thought about the 3 in the corner, but wisely brings it back out on top. Right side now to Powers. Powers, high post area, Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer put it on the floor and immediately tied up. It is a jump ball as she looked to put the ball on the floor. There's that defense, and it's another jump ball. This one goes to Postville.
And I know Deitmeyer's getting very frustrated with it, but she's got to look opposite right away when that ball goes in because they're collapsing so fast.
We have our first score of the night. Central leads North Fayette Valley 11-8 at the end of 1. Meanwhile, Miller in the offensive end double teamed and loses the ball out of bounds. Clayton Ridge did a good job not reaching, and she lost it out of bounds, and the turnover gives it back to Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, that Central North Fayette Valley game's kind of interesting. Central battling some illness, recently. You wonder how they're going to bounce back.
And not as bad as the boys team, but still. Right side, Reimer. Reimer, high post area, goes to Deitmeyer. Baseline 8-foot shot, wedged it short. Rebound by Moore. Her put back underneath the basket, goes off the back of the rim, bounced on the rim twice on the right side, but did not go down, and Martins gets the rebound. So Clayton Ridge, some looks in the lane, but they come up empty. Musia, top of the key, launches up the 3, short. And the rebound kicks out of there, and Reimer clears it underneath, and Strong with the ball to the chin, and the Eagles push it back offensively. And Rourke, right side to Moore. You see Rourke now playing the top offensively. Tried to go right side to Powers, intercepted by Miller. Miller loses it, picks it up, and goes back right side to Musia. So Postville shakingly gets it into the offensive end. Mose drives left side and a foul. Nope, she traveled. Moore was trying to reach in there, then trying to draw the charge. And they say there that Mose took an extra step driving left side. The turnover gives it to Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, a lot of traffic, both of these teams. When you get in the lane, Clayton Ridge is collapsing a lot with that girl-to-girl defense, and Postville's doing a nice job of collapsing in that 2-3 zone.
And as these teams, they don't shoot the ball particularly well, everything in the lane has to be contested tonight.
You bet.
And here's Rourke, I should say, on the right side, catching it, and drives to the free throw line, hands it on over to Pierce. Pierce on top to Powers. Powers to Deitmeyer, takes a wing shot 17 feet away, leaves it short, grazed the side of the rim. Wasn't quite squared up. And the rebound pulled down by Martins. It stays 14-12. 3.5 left in our first half. Postville leads by 2.
And that's the first rush shot we've seen out of Deitmeyer. Just didn't have her feet set, wasn't ready to shoot this.
Sierra Mose wisely brings it back to the center court circle. You love to see this. Let's set up shop here offensively. And right side to Timp. Timp back out on top to Musia. Musia to Martins, catches it inside the left block, shot no good. Rebound by Martins. Martin missed the shot. Martins gets the rebound. Her putback no good. Finally cleared by the Eagles. So the Martins combination doesn't work out there for Clayton or for Postville. A couple of good shots. But back offensively here is Clayton Ridge. But Postville gets back to deny any fast attempt. Powers, left side in the corner to Reimer. Reimer, deep left corner, on top to Pierce. Pierce on top to Rourke. Rourke, right side to Powers. They work it around the perimeter, looking for a cutter through. And Reimer brings it on top to Rourke. Deitmeyer puts it on the floor in a reach-in foul by Martins. And that's one of those cases there where Martins, better off there, probably staying near the block area, came out to challenge Deitmeyer and commits the reach-in foul.
Well, they know she's an offensive threat anywhere she catches the ball, so they're really collapsing and closing out on that. But Camden Deitmeyer is trying to put the ball on the floor where she should look opposite because the backside of the zone has been wide open.
Deitmeyer checks out, and again, this won't be long. Millard comes into the ball game. Both these teams will try to buy some minutes, and on the inbounds, we've got a foul as Postville defensively, and I don't think the ball was hit necessarily. The officials are going to talk.
Bounced it on the baseline. I wonder if that's what they're talking about because that ball really had a goofy angle going out there, and we've got 2 officials tonight out here instead of 3, so they're talking this over.
Dennis Schrader and that group tonight, a man down. They're dealing with everything else like we all are here. You see Rourke and a number of players there. They're just kind of reaching over, trying to catch their breath a little bit. They're going to call a intentional foul is what they're going to call. So there was a whistle right away, and I believe they're going to call a hold as they were trying to get the ball in bounce. So the officials are explaining it to Coach Deering there. And
yeah, they're having a real long discussion about this, trying to figure out what she did. And I think Sarah Mose is also asking, well, what did I do? Or whoever got the foul is wondering, what did I do wrong?
So what they're going to call there is a violation there, is what they're going to call through all of that. And it's going to be actually a foul called there on Martin. So she had come over the line there. So inbounds, no fouls there, no intentional. And it is right side with the basketball, Clayton Ridge. So, and on top, and now Musia collides with Moore on a pass on the sideline. Both girls tumble, but they're going to call a foul there. They're going to call it on Moore. And I think you could have picked or choose. Both of them going for the loose ball there. And the foul committed by Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, that was a big collision. Both girls just going for that errant pass, and Jalen Moore ends up with the short end of that.
Yeah, that's where you hope both of them are okay, and they are. They both bounced right back up. So Mo is in the offensive end. So Martin's called for the violation there on the inbounds pass the previous play to kind of clear that up. Martins at the high post area. Goes right side to Sierra Mose on the right block. Takes a tough shot. Played Annie over. No good. And the rebound by Martin on the left side, who shoots it back the other side. And the loose ball picked up by Clayton Ridge and Pierce, but she loses her footing and travels with the basketball. So they were playing a game of catch that time, Postville, from right side to left, but they do get the ball back.
Great looks by Sierra Mose and Kelly Martins, but just couldn't capitalize on those point-blank shots.
Inbounds to Timp. Timp in the corner to Musia. Musia goes right side, Sierra Mose. Puts it on the floor. Back over to Musia. Left side launches up the 3. Rattles around. Got it to stay down. She's hit a couple of threes. Postville has the biggest lead for either team right now at 17-12.
And if you keep giving her open look, she's eventually going to knock one down. Nice shot by Musia.
Reimer back into the game for Clayton Ridge offensively. Brings it on top. She checked in for Rourke. And Powers has it right side. We approach 90 seconds left in the half. Reimer in the deep right corner goes on top there. Trying to go to Pierce. Collides the feet there with Musia. No call there. Both of them going after the ball. It goes out of bounds, and it goes back to Postville. Last touch by the Eagles.
Well, and what's happening here is Postville's really doubling down in the corner, and then that top girl on the 2-3 zone is cheating that pass, and there's collisions and tipped balls, but Clayton Ridge has got to look somewhere else for that reversal because they're really locking down one side of the zone.
Pierce, by the way, checks out of the ball game. In there for Clayton Ridge. Back into the game for them is going to be Rourke. Meanwhile, Musia to Mose. Mose actually left side, drives in, has a shot blocked by Deitmeyer, who just checked in. Good defense there by Deitmeyer off the left block. Blocked the shot, clears the rebound, and Clayton Ridge comes back offensively. And it is Rourke on top. Left side now, here's Powers, left side for 3. Grazes the right side of the rim from the left wing. Ball goes out of bounds. Long shots lead to long rebounds. And wisely, Timp stays away from it as it goes out of bounds, and it goes back to Postville.
And continue with the full court defense here. The Eagles just trying to force these guards, make some mistakes, maybe have a turnover, but they've been handling it well so far.
Maybe get an easy basket. Musia, a senior, brings it across the timeline for Postville. And Musia goes left side to Timp. Inside a minute left in our first half. And Timp at the top of the key. Left side to Mose. Drives in, stops at the block, banks it too strong there. Had a nice stop move there. Banks the shot long. Timp tied up with the rebound in the middle of the lane there. I believe it was Rourke. And the ball goes back to Clayton Ridge. You like the job that Mose did to get into that lane area on the jump stop.
And she used the glass, which you also like to see, just a little strong, but trying to use that backboard.
Powers in the left side to Reimer in the deep left corner offensively. Eagles down by 5. They've only scored 2 points this quarter. In the lane to Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer, again, converge the double team, kind of trying to swing free, and they call a reach-in foul there committed on Postville, and that is going to be on Martins. So that is the 7th team foul by Postville. In that regard here, we're finally getting into the bonus here, so it's been well played in that regard.
It has been. It's been very well played. This will be the 7th free throw for the Eagles. Postville hasn't shot a free throw yet in this half, so they just haven't gotten to the free throw line, had those opportunities.
And again, free throw on its way there. It is good by Deitmeyer. Makes the first, and it's 17-13. The third foul, by the way, on Claire Martins. So that's a concern for Postville. She has played some good minutes here the first half. Second free throw by Deitmeyer makes them both. Deitmeyer hitting the free throws, and it's 17-14. 3-point lead right now. Lucia stops the dribble in the backcourt, and then Mose wisely comes to help out. She was looking ahead, but there was nobody down the court open. So they go to Timp. 20 seconds to go. In the lane to Harley Miller, who just came in for Martins. And as Miller loses the basketball, there is a reach-in foul committed by Clayton Ridge as Rourke and Miller went after the loose basketball. And that will put Postville into the bonus with 16.3 seconds to go. And Harley Miller goes to the free throw line.
Yeah, again, they're trying to get the ball in the middle of the lane. Harley Miller kind of playing that high post with Claire Martins out and couldn't quite get the handle on that, but got fouled going for that loose ball.
And free throw being eyed there by, once again, Miller. And takes her time. Free throw on its way there. It is good. Miller, by the way, offensively, scores about 2 points a ball game, but she actually is 6 of 7 from the free throw line this year for Postville.
Solid free throw shooter for the Pirates.
And the second free throw being eyed for a team that only shoots 48.5% from the free throw line. Second free throw being eyed there by Miller, and sure enough, we jinxed her. It's off the left, long, and the rebound pulled down there by Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer, again, double teamed, and then Postville commits a reach-in foul. Deitmeyer stayed strong with the ball, and then just a silly reach-in foul by Postville.
And that reach-in foul ends, it's on Postville's end of the court, underneath the hoop. Foul her, bail her out, and now Camden Deitmeyer gets to walk the length of the court and shoot a couple of free throws. It's a worse place to foul.
And some free points with 13.8 seconds to go and a chance to cut into a 4-point deficit. So Deitmeyer got the ball from the official, but we're going to reset. And Deitmeyer still has a 1-and-1. So Deitmeyer at the free throw line. Takes her time. Free throw on its way there. It is good. So Deitmeyer has been very good from the free throw line this first half for Clayton Ridge. They'll make some defensive substitutions here as Rourke checks out along with Powers. They'll bring in Millard along with Pierce.
And I think they're trying to keep those girls out of foul trouble here with 13 seconds.
Second free throw off the back of the rim there. The rebound pulled down by Sierra Mose. 10 seconds to go first half. Mose across the timeline to Musia. Musia drives in, double team, forces up the shot. Somehow got it to go in from 6 feet away, just in the lane. And Pierce gets the ball ahead to Deitmeyer, launches it half court, heave well short. And the first half comes to an end. Postville leads by 5, trying to avenge an earlier loss. They lead here 20-15. At the half. When we return, first half stats, girls state wrestling update, that and more. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Brrr, the cold weather is here, and with it comes wind, snow, and ice that can damage overhead power lines. Remember to stay away from all downed lines. They may still be energized. Call to report broken poles, downed wires, or any other damage. By working together, we can keep everyone safe. That's the power of human connections. Almaquee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Your hometown, a place to grow, a place to learn, a place to cherish. At Fidelity Bank and Trust, we know the importance of growing up, working, and helping your hometown prosper. And we understand the relationship between a customer and the place they call home. That's why Fidelity Bank and Trust is proud to support our local high school athletes. Teamwork gets the job done, and you're on a great team with Fidelity Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Gothenburg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Hi, this is Justin Burnau from Burnau Chevrolet in Monona. I would like to thank all of our customers and local athletes for their business and support. Just like you, we like to have a winning edge over the competition. Stop in today to see how Burnau Chevrolet in Monona makes you the winner. Visit us on our website, birdnow.com, and remember, you got to get to our place, Burnau Chevrolet in Monona. You'll love the way we treat you.
Pirate Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Laney Kill and Sarah Zabor, your New York Life agents in Garnavillo. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer in the Big Blue Building in Manchester. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona, and by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. At the half, 20-15. It is Postville leading Clayton Ridge. It was tied at 10 at the end of one. They outscored Clayton Ridge 10-5 in the second quarter. And Coach Hammond, let's go through the first half totals. Let's start with Postville.
Yeah, a lot of balanced scoring for the Pirates. Kimberly Musi is leading the way with 8. 3 points for Sierra Mose, 2 points for Kelly Martins, 2 points for Claire Martins, 2 points for Emily Timp, 3 points for Harley Miller, 20 points in the first half. They shot 28%, 3 of 9 behind the arc for 33%, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Only 8 turnovers against that pressure from Clayton Ridge. Now, for the Eagles, they were led by Camden Deitmeyer, a different situation here. She's got 11 points. Morgan Pierce has that 1 3-pointer. Rachel Powers has that 1 free throw. So 15 points out of the Eagles, led the way by Deitmeyer, 31% from the field, 1 of 2 behind the arc, but they were 6 of 10 from the free throw line, keeping them in the ballgame for 60%. They had 13 turnovers in that first half.
All right, so it's 20-15, 5-point lead right now for Postville. Another girls' score. Central leads North Fayette Valley at the half 21-20 in a huge game in the Upper Iowa Conference. Again, Central a game behind MFL Marmac. North Fayette Valley down by 1. Central leading in that ball game by 1. We'll continue to keep you up to date. So again, a 5-point lead here for Postville. Let's get you up to date on Girls State Wrestling. 17 area kids taking part in Girls State Wrestling today and tomorrow. And as far as who's alive as area wrestlers in the quarterfinals, Reese Barons of Central is in the quarterfinals at 105. Cadence Pape of MFL Marmac, who's actually ranked 8th at 120. She's in the quarterfinals at 120. Drew Chensvold of North Fayette Valley, who had a first-round bye but has won her next 2 matches and is advanced to the quarterfinals at 145. And Samantha Spielbauer of Clayton Ridge, who they're missing tonight in this ball game, averages 5 points, 5 or 6 rebounds for them. She is ranked 3rd at 170, and she is in the quarterfinals, received a bye, and then advancing to the quarterfinals with 2 match wins as well. So again, Reese Barons of Central at 105, Cadence Pape of MFL Marmac at 120, Drew Chensvold of North Fayette Valley at 145, and Samantha Spielbauer of Clayton Ridge at 170. Those are the 4 area kids that are in the quarterfinals in the winner's bracket. And man, the rise of girls wrestling has been incredible.
It has. That's really kind of saved some of these wrestling programs in the state, just giving them more numbers and more kids wrestling, really pushing the boys program a little bit to kind of keep pace with them. And I think the girls union is going to take this over in a couple years. They're going to have to figure something out because they got a lot of girls who want to participate.
I think Central had 5 girls participating today. North Fayette Valley had 4. MFL Marmac had 3. Clayton Ridge had 2. The other Clayton Ridge wrestler, Rebecca Schumann, lost in that match to try to go to the quarterfinals. So she lost in the round of 16 but is in the consolation competition. And for Postville, they had Jaden Rankin of Postville, who dropped her first round match, and also from Postville as well, Ducey Lopez was at 120, who actually won her first match, but then lost her second round match there. So they headed there again into that next round, or the losers bracket round there, the consolation round at Girls State Wrestling. So great to see that participation numbers continue to rise. At the half, 20-15, Postville leads. When we return, we'll talk about our boys game a little bit later on. We'll have second half action of our girls game. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader.
Mom!
Now located in downtown Monona, Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, businesses, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
While out and about this winter season, don't find yourself sliding on the road. At Edgewood Auto and Tire, our trained technicians work on all autos, trucks, semis, and heavy duties. We offer premier alignment service and DOT inspections and carry all major lines and tires. Call or ask about our current tire rebates. If you're in a bind and need a tow, give Edgewood Auto and Tire a call at 563-928-7333. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We also have snow blowers to handle all that winter snow.
Pirate Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, and the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. So we're at the half, 20-15. Postville girls lead Clayton Ridge. Coming up later tonight, we'll have our boys game. The Clayton Ridge boys, what a bounce-back performance for them on Monday night. So they avenged an earlier loss to Turkey Valley in the conference. They are 2 games back of MFL Marmac because of that first loss to Turkey Valley. They lost to MFL Marmac in an overtime ball game we did. But Clayton Ridge dominating Turkey Valley on Monday night, 68-35.
Yeah, just playing solid all the way around basketball, and I think that's what they're trying to get to, is get to their peak, be able to, play efficiently. They're looking at that next MFL Marmac matchup as a game that they need to win, but they got to take care of business tonight and play well against Postville.
All right, for Postville, again, you're a young team. You've got 1 win, some steps forward, some steps backwards. They scored 50 points the other night against Lansing Keyhigh, but they gave up 77 in that ball game. And Coach Ness had talked about that we're going to have to learn that defensive intensity.
Yeah, I think he's happy with the improvements on the offensive end, but defensively they're just not able to shut people down and limit those possessions. And I think Clayton Ridge is going to take advantage of trying to get those second chance opportunities, and they're going to really force the guards to handle the ball tonight.
So again, our boys game will be coming up a little bit later on tonight here on KCTN. So again at the half, 20-15, Postville leads Clayton Ridge. And I think in a ball game like this right now, I think Postville's getting a lot of what you'd say the 50-50 balls, the loose basketballs in this ball game, and taking advantage of some more of their opportunities.
And I think they're dictating what's going on more so than Clayton Ridge. Clayton Ridge is kind of a little more passive, letting things happen, but Postville's just taking the initiative, going to get the ball, attacking the hoop, and I think that's why they've been successful and lead this by 5.
In a ball game like this, when you see a number of jump balls there, I think it just seems like Postville seems to be taking advantage of those.
Yes, exactly.
So it will be Mose, Musia, Miller, Timp and also Martin, that is, to start this second half. And for Postville, that's Kelly Martin starting the second half. Musia goes left side to Timp, so the second half now underway. Clayton Ridge continues girl to girl. Harbor back out there to start the quarter for them. Remember, she was in foul trouble and gets a steal right away from Miller. And the Eagles back in the offensive end. So you've got Harbor along with Moore, Deitmeyer, Millard, and Powers out there for the Eagles. Bit of a change for them to start the second half. Millard on top there. They go top of the key. Harbor open, top of the key for three. Long off the back of the rim. Rebound tracked down by Miller. Loses it underneath the basket on the right side, but there may have been a foul, and she ended up on the floor that time because there was a nudge from behind. Millard commits the foul for Clayton Ridge.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how Harbor plays the second half. She spent most of the first half on the bench, and she's raring to go, wanting to play some defense and shoot the ball.
Timp stops the dribble and right across center court, but Musia comes to help her out. They go to Miller now at the free throw line. Miller drives right side, loses the handle on it, but brings it back out on top now to Mose. Mose left side, guarded by Moore. And the Eagles here, mostly man-to-man zone when the ball is taken underneath the basket, but for the most part, man-to-man in the lane. Kelly Martin's shot is short as she turned and fired, never really squared up, hit the front of the rim, just fell down into the hands of Deitmeyer for the Eagles. A minute into our second half, Clayton Ridge back offensively. Postville has played 2-3 zone throughout. Deitmeyer at the high post area on the right elbow, swinging her elbows there, trying to get some spacing. And fortunate, did not get to make any contact for an offensive foul, but gets the ball in the lane. Post-up shot off the back of the rim. Had a nice move from the left block back to the middle of the lane, but left the shot long. And Kelly Martin gets the rebound there for Postville.
And I think that's the right approach for the Eagles. They were successful in that first quarter, getting the ball inside to Deitmeyer. They need to establish that again here in the third quarter.
Kelly Martin's, by the way. It is Kelly Martin's and Claire Martin's. I want to make sure I got that right. You think we've been broadcasting him for a while. Left side, Postville with the basketball. Mose deflected by Moore, but picked up there. And they have it on the left side. It helps if I have the program in front of me now. And back left side now. We had the Postville game canceled last week, so we haven't seen them. Well, actually, since what? Since before the break, right?
Yeah, before the Christmas break.
Mose drives in and has the shot partially blocked, and then Miller coming in. Tried to get the loose basketball on the right side, but lost it out of bounds, but deflected by the Eagles. It stays down here with Postville.
Great patience by the Pirates here, working their offense, looking for a good shot.
Inbounds on top to Musia. Musia right side, Sierra Mose open right side for three. It's off the front of the rim. Shot is no good. Then Harbor knocks out the rebound there. Tried to bat it away. She realized that Timp had rebounding position, but she's trying to knock it out of there, but knocked it out of bounds.
And that's just, I think, a characteristic of high school basketball, going up with one hand instead of two.
And the inbounds to Martins. Catches it, middle of the lane. Shot wide open, 12 feet away, up and in. Nice square up there by Kelly Martins. And the Pirates lead by 7 right now, their biggest lead of the night. Left side, Miller knocks the pass away from Powers, but it's tracked down by Powers in the backcourt. Good defense there. Powers drives ahead, loses the handle on it, goes head first on the court. Able to get back up. They go in the lane to Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer on the left block, puts it up and in. So Clayton Ridge attacking before Postville got back defensively, and they score their first basket of the second half.
Yeah, good recognition there by the Eagles to see they were down a girl. She was in the backcourt, and they had someone wide open. Deitmeyer turned around, squared up, just like Martins did down here. When she squares up, she's a nice shooter there in the lane. I think they need to do more of that with her.
Moore checks out. Rourke into the game. Martins on the left block. Post-up shot. Good straight-up defense by Deitmeyer. Millard got the rebound, but then is fouled as Millard had the box out. They got the ball in the lane where they wanted to. Martins took an awkward shot there off the left side, left it short, and the ball goes back to the Eagles.
And that's the third foul there on Emily Timp, so she's got to be careful here in the third quarter as well.
And inbounds Rourke. No pressure from Postville throughout this game tonight. They look to do some trapping across the half court as Powers goes right side. They've done that from time to time. In the lane, Deitmeyer gets it by Martins, but the shot blocked by Martins, who recovers defensively. Loose ball, Harbor and Timp both crash to the floor as they were fighting for that loose ball. It is going to be a jump ball call, but I believe their Harbor's okay, but Timp may have hit the head on the floor going after that loose ball.
She went down pretty hard, and they were both really aggressively trying to get that ball, wanting to come up with that loose ball, those 50-50s we talked about. And trainers out here for Clayton Ridge taking a look at Miller or Timp on the floor there.
Well, the good news is Timp gets up there, and they try to say, well, let's make sure here. But Timp says, if you're going to look at me, let's head on over to the sidelines. You can look at me there. So they were fighting for the ball. They call it a jump ball, and it will stay down here with Clayton Ridge. Timp heads to the sideline and says, I'm okay. And they will make sure that she's ready to go, going through all, make sure everybody's she's good to go if she comes back. Got to get approval.
Trainer's doing a great job there, checking her out, making sure she's okay. Hit her head pretty hard there, but I think she's going to be okay. They're checking her out. She's talking. She's starting to smile on the bench there.
Yeah,
so that's a good sign.
Laughing a little bit there, and this is what's great about having athletic people on hand here to help with these situations. So off the right side, Rourke takes it inbounds for Clayton Ridge. Deitmeyer in the right block catches it, and a lot of traffic goes up from the right side and fouled as she went up into traffic, and a foul committed there by Postville. So nice entry pass. Deitmeyer goes to the free throw line for 2.
I think this is the right approach. Coach Funk, trying to reestablish that inside game, trying to get an advantage with Deitmeyer. So I think it's the right decision here. They just haven't capitalized yet so far.
Free throw by Deitmeyer. It is no good. She'll have another opportunity. By the way, another score now. At the end of the first quarter, East Buchanan leads Edco 25-16 at the end of one. Free throw grazes the front of the rim, then is knocked away by Postville underneath the basket. Last touch by Miller out of bounds. And it stays down here with the Eagles. Despite coming up empty, they'll maintain possession.
That's a first quarter, 25-19. That's a lot.
25-16.
Or 16. Yep. That's a lot of points.
Inbounds to Harbor. Harbor goes right side now in the offensive end to Powers. In the corner to Millard. Millard, deep right corner, back out on top to Harbor. Harbor drives right side, bounce pass to Deitmeyer on the right block. Muscles up the shot, but it's no good. Almost had an and-one situation. Harbor with the lead pass to Deitmeyer, back to the free throw line for 2.
Well, and the Pirates have been doing such a nice job to denying that entry pass. So Clayton Ridge goes bounce pass, and it was a beautiful bounce pass to Deitmeyer. Just couldn't quite get the basket before the N1. Going to shoot 2 free throws.
Deitmeyer's free throw, it is good. Hit the front of the rim, then rolls through. She had missed the first 2 opportunities, but because they kept possession alive, again, they got the opportunity for more points. Harley Miller checks out for Postville, and they will bring in Claire Martins into the game. Second free throw good by Deitmeyer, and it's 22-19. So the Eagles back within 3. 4:45 left here in the third. Sierra Mose brings it across the timeline offensively and stops the dribble, goes back out on top to Musia. Also for Postville into the game is number 15, Jasmine Mariquin. Meanwhile, shot taken there by Musia, was it?
That was Martins, a nice entry pass from Musia, and Claire Martins had a good seal and just put it a little long off the backboard and couldn't come up with the rebound.
Thanks. I was going through stats here, and the ball goes back to Clayton Ridge, last touch by Postville. So, third foul the last time. That's why Miller checked out for Postville with those 3 fouls. And across the timeline here is Rourke. So Musia and Mariquin, they get out of the double team, and Harbor goes in the corner to Lola Reimer, a freshman who just checked in for the Eagles. And right side to Harbor. Harbor in the corner to Reimer. And she was going to step into a 3, but actually traveled with the basketball. She was thinking about the 3, did not take it. And the ball goes back there to Postville on the turnover by Clayton Ridge.
And here's a little pressure out of Clayton Ridge, a little full court, girl to girl, trying to force the issue a little bit.
Musia wisely gets everybody to clear out. She'll bring it across the timeline. You've got Musia and Mose, a lot of experience there. Musia drives in the lane. The pass to Claire Martins, banks it up and in from just off the right block. Musia brought the defense to her there, and Claire Martins kept the ball high, banks it in.
And nice drive and dish there by Musia, and a nice finish by Claire Martins.
And it's a 5-point lead right now for Postville, halfway through the third quarter. Right side in the corner to Reimer. Reimer, deep right corner, and the ball deflected by Musia, picked up by Rourke, but Rourke actually stepped out of bounds right in front of the Clayton Ridge bench, right in front of Coach Funk there. Stepped out of bounds, and it goes back to Postville on an unforced turnover.
And we started feeling some momentum change there. Clayton Ridge was really starting to get back into this ballgame, and Postville trying to pull away again and put this thing a little farther out of reach.
Musia brings it across the timeline, and right side looking for Martin. Stop the dribble, needs a little help. Stop the dribble. We're going to have a 5-second violation, but she gets it to Martins. Kelly Martins, who misses the shot. Claire Martins gets the offensive rebound. It was blocked by Deitmeyer. Kelly Martins shot from the right elbow. Claire Martins banks it up and in.
Yeah, nice rebound there by Claire Martins. Good position to get that board and go right back up with it. Finish strong.
It is back to a 7-point lead for Postville. Reimer in the deep right corner. On top to Harbor. Top of the key. Powers open. Top of the key for 3. It's off the side of the rim right side. Deitmeyer the rebound. Shot blocked by Martins. And the loose ball picked up by Powers, who travels with the basketball. Again, It is not many times that Deitmeyer is outsized down low in the conference, but 2 post players for Postville have made things tough when they went to their taller lineup.
And they just kind of double-teamed on Deitmeyer when she got that rebound, and she couldn't get anything out of there. And a nice clean block by Martins with the ball going out of the lane.
And a turnover there, actually a near turnover. Powers knocked the ball away on the inbounds. Meanwhile, Postville, Mariquin gets it to Mose. Harbor went for the steal on the pass to Mariquin and nearly came away with it. Back offensively now, it is Postville in the lane to Kelly Martins, and a foul from behind. She caught it on the left block, but fouled on the floor. So the shot was blocked by Deitmeyer, but our official quickly said no shot. The foul is on the floor, and it is on Deitmeyer with a hold down low, and now that is just the first foul on Deitmeyer.
Yeah, she's been playing really clean basketball that time, just made a little body contact before going for the ball.
Claire Martins catches the baseline shot from 12 feet away. Got it. Caught it on the inbounds, and Claire Martins puts them up by 9 points. She's been huge off the bench.
She has. She only averages about 2.5 points. She's got 8 points tonight already.
And offensively, Powers in the corner now to Reimer. Reimer in the lane to Deitmeyer, and that time Martins again reached over top and commits the foul. That's where we talk about Claire Martins probably getting a little too far away on the baseline there. Needs to stay closer to the basket.
Yeah, that's just pulling her away from the basket is not her bread and butter. She needs to stay down, but she's going to go to the bench here with her 4th foul.
So that's big concern for Postville. She's given them good minutes, but now with her 4th foul, Harley Miller comes back in. 9-point lead, inbounds. Deitmeyer goes by Kelly Martins, who blocked the shot. The rebound deflected out of there, picked up by Mariquin. Mariquin in the offensive end goes back there to Musia, who falling down between 2 defenders somehow gets it up there and got the basket. She's had a couple of acrobatic shots tonight.
And she's trying to draw that contact, and it's just not being called, but getting the shot off and getting it in.
And here in the lane is Deitmeyer. Fakes left, goes right.
Even though we don't know what
there, it is no good as it was deflected away there. A lot of traffic. The ball goes out of bounds, and it goes back there to the Pirates. And now Clayton Ridge wants a timeout. So 2:08 left in the third. It is Postville in the midst of a run. They lead by 11 at 30-19. Let's take this break.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most. Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Postville's basketball leading 30-19. Pressure by Clayton Ridge and a steal by Harbor as they try to work it to Mariquin in the backcourt. Powers in the lane, tries to feed it back to Millard. Picked up by Deitmeyer. Her shot 8 feet away, rattles in and out, no good. Rebound deflects off the hands of Miller, and it goes out of bounds on the sideline, but the ball will go back there to Clayton Ridge. So can the Eagles, down by 11, turn up the defensive pressure here?
Well, I think they have to cut into this. They got to get it down to about 5 or 6 points at least before the 4th quarter so they can maybe put a run together in that final quarter.
Offensively, left side, Powers tried to go there to Millard. Was the ball deflected out of bounds? The officials are talking, and they confer, and yes, it was knocked out of bounds, so the ball will go back there to Clayton Ridge. They'll take it in front of the student section tonight. Kind of a lighter student section because the boys went down to get ready, but it'll get full here as we continue to work on. Deitmeyer in the deep left corner. They're working on top to Powers. Powers right side to Millard. Millard along the baseline. In the lane to Deitmeyer. Backs away by Kelly Martins. The shot blocked from behind by Martins. And the rebound pulled down there by the Pirates. So Kelly Martins now with their 4th block shot. Mose across the timeline offensively. Left side. Goes baseline now to Musia. Musia in the lane to Kelly Martins. Baseline 8-foot shot off the back of the rim there. Long hit actually the left side of the rim from the right side. And the rebound pulled down there by the Eagles.
And good square up there by Kelly Martins. Just a little long on that shot, but a good opportunity for her.
A minute left here in our 3rd quarter. Harbor open right side for 3. Rushed it. It's off the back of the rim. Powers tips out the rebound, tracked down in the corner, tried to go on top, but intercepted by Mariquin. And a steal for Postville. And back in the offensive end, Sierra Mose. So the Eagles got back within 5, and now Postville has answered. And in the offensive end, the ball is deflected by Moore. It stays here with the Pirates. A 6-0 run right now for Postville.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job of attacking and playing really good defense on the other end.
Mariquin stops the dribble, now picks it up. Actually, she never started it. And the ball deflected out of there by Harbor. Here's a fast break opportunity. Harbor drives in right side, the layup. No good, but fouled hard by Sierra Mose, who was not going to get up an easy layup. And Harbor goes to the free throw line for 2. So you see those hustle plays that the Eagles getting from Harbor this second half. They need to take advantage.
Yeah, Harbor, like we said, spent most of the first half on the bench. She's their second leading scorer with almost 7 points a game and 4 rebounds. So they need her on the court. They need her to start scoring to get this run started.
Free throw, it is no good. Circled in and out. Popped in and out. No good. 30-19. So the Eagles are going to have to start to take advantage of these free throw opportunities. Did a good job the first half. And struggling a bit here in the second half. Second free throw pushes that one off to the left. It is no good. Millard tied up with the rebound with Miller, and Millard there with the rebound. That's Millard for Clayton Ridge. Miller for Postville. Jump ball, and it goes back to Postville.
Yeah, but Clayton Ridge walks away from that possession empty-handed and give the ball back to the Pirates.
And inbounds to Mariquin. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Mariquin brings it across the timeline now here. Stops the dribble and gets it back there to Musia. Musia brings it right side along the baseline. Back out on top to Mose. Mose right side open. Fires up the 3. Aired it out. Grazed the bottom of the net. And the rebound pulled down by Deitmeyer underneath for the Eagles. So Clayton Ridge may get the last shot here. Inside 15 seconds left here in our third quarter. Rourke just checked back in. Right side to Moore. Moore left side. Harbor drives in the middle of the lane. Blocked by Martins, but I believe a foul that time on Kelly Martins. Martins had the block clean with the right hand, but I think there was a little hand with the left.
Yeah, she went in. That was a clean block, but that left hand was right there on her hip, gaining that advantage, and that's what the official called.
Kelly Martins has been very aggressive in the defensive end, and that's a good sign for Postville. So Harbor to the free throw line. It's off the back of the rim. She will have another opportunity. So that's 3 in a row. And the Eagles will try to salvage a point here, try to get back within 10. 7.6 seconds left in the third. Second free throw being eyed there. Free throw on its way by Harbor. It is good, so she salvages 1 of 2. And it's a 10-point lead. Inbounds now to Mose for Postville. And Mose brings up the left sideline. 3 seconds to go, and a foul called there on Moore. Moore just kind of riding her. She brought her on the sideline. 2.9 seconds to go. Only the third foul on the Eagles here this third quarter.
Yeah, Moore doing a nice job with her feet, but she keeps putting both of those hands on, doing that hand check, and that's what the official was calling there.
So Mose takes it inbounds on the sideline and deflected right back into the hands of Mose, who turns and fires up a 3, banks long from the left wing, and the third quarter comes to an end. Actually, it was short, but it's a 10-point lead for Postville as we go to the fourth at 30-20. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's new redesigned People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. The account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank, ready to serve you. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations to open a People's Checking Account. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Pirate Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Bacon Concrete in Postville, Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Outdoor Creations, your floral, landscape, and garden center in Monona. Furniture Showcase and Allwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. You're listening to high school basketball on KCTN FM 100, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa. 30-20 is our score. 10-point lead right now for Postville. They have led really since early in the second quarter. We were tied at 10 at the end of 1. They have scored 10 points every quarter. Clayton Ridge scored 10 points in the first quarter. They've only scored 5 the last 2 quarters.
Well, and the reason we bring that up is Postville averages about 30 points a game. They're already at their average. Clayton Ridge averages about 26. They're about their average right now.
Offensively, left side, Harbor. So Harbor, Powers, Millard, also out there, Moore, and Deitmeyer. Here's Moore. Line drives the 3 from the right elbow area, or actually, I should say the right wing. Between the wing and top of the key, line drive it short, and the rebound pulled down by Miller. Miller starts this quarter. Also out there as well as Musia, who's wide open for 3. That rattles around and just popped out. No good. Also, you have Mose, Miller, we mentioned, and Martins. I believe we got all 5. And here is Powers into the offensive end with a 10-point lead. Right side in the offensive end, Harbor. Harbor in the corner to Miller. Where do the Eagles get the offense from? But Miller throws it middle of the lane, intercepted by Mose for Postville. Mose in the offensive end, drop steps between two defenders, banks the shot long, rebound into the hands of Martins, put back shot from the left side, no good, and Kelly Martins goes to the free throw line for 2. So Postville has been the aggressive team on the offensive glass.
They have, and it's all started with the defense. They get those steals, those breakaways, and they've been attacking the basket. And here's a second chance opportunity. Nice rebound by Kelly Martins. Go to the free throw, try to get some points.
Free throw is good. Let's update you on some scores. East Buchanan leads Edco 35-24 at the half. Also, it is 12-10. MFL Marmac leading West Central. And Central and North Fayette Valley are tied at 31 late in the third quarter. Second free throw is good by Martins, makes them both. And they lead by a dozen right now at 32-20. So back offensively, Moore, left side, launches up the 3 and aired it out long, and nobody will have a chance to put the hands on the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. So the Eagles have struggled mightily from the field in this ball game. What was our shooting in the third quarter?
Third quarter, they were 1 for 11, 0 for 2 behind the arc, and 3 of 8 from the free throw line, just not finding points anywhere.
And offensively, Postville gets it to Martins, tracks it down, saves it out of bounds as that ball comes into the offensive end. Musia drives into the lane, and they're going to call a jump ball as she drove in right side, and Clayton Ridge puts the hands in there more, forces a jump ball, but it stays down here with Postville. If you're Clayton Ridge here, we've seen some light full court pressure, but do they try to go, to trapping?
To trap and try to take away the ball. I think so.
Inbounds. Musia in the deep left corner. Sierra Mose, deep left corner for 3. Got it to go down. And the Postville Pirates have their biggest lead of the night. 15-point lead with 6.5 to go.
Well, and there's some urgency out of the Eagles, but I think they're forcing things. They just need to get in rhythm, hit some shots, and try to play some defense to get back in this.
Moore on top to Harbor, top of the key for 3. That shot's off the back of the rim. Rebound pulled down there by Deitmeyer, tied up in the lane, and they actually call a reach-in foul, and that is on Miller underneath. So Deitmeyer to the free throw line for 2. Now you're talking about a huge mountain for Clayton Ridge to climb. Down by 15 points. You've only scored 20 in this ball game. With 6:22 to go, you better take advantage of these situations.
Yeah, for sure. And Camden Deitmeyer is going to have a 1-and-1 here. Makes the front end of that. They said that foul was on the floor.
So the free throw is good. Claire Martins checks in. She has 4 fouls. Harley Miller checks out. She has 4 fouls. And the second free throw being eyed here now by Deitmeyer. So they'll buy some minutes there. Second free throw, it's off the left. It is no good. Rebound pulled down there by Kelly Martins. I think Kelly Martins has had one of her best games on both ends of the court for Postville. Left side, Timp. Good to see her back into the ball game. And as she catches it in the offensive end, it was deflected there by Powers, goes out of bounds. Our officials will talk. They may give it back there too, Postville.
Yeah, I think the official at the top there had a better angle of this, so they're going to discuss it, and they say, nope, went off Postville. We're giving the ball back to Clayton
Our
Ridge.
official behind the play said, I'm pretty sure it went to Clayton Ridge, so they do a good job, and one's not going to outrule the other. It's the Clayton Ridge in the offensive end. More intercepted by Mose. A turnover. Mose tried to lead Timp. Timp wasn't expecting the pass, and it goes out of bounds, and it will go back there to Clayton Ridge. Postville had a fast break opportunity there, but they come up empty.
And Postville's doing a nice job. They're trapping that top girl or the first pass, and then on that reversal pass, they're just jumping that passing lane and getting easy steals.
And right side, Powers in the offensive end in the corner to Millard. Millard, deep right corner on top to Rourke. In the lane, Deitmeyer on the right block. Shot blocked from behind by Kelly Martins. Loose ball on the floor there. You've got a tie-up. Timp on the floor again. A couple of number 4s on the court. Timp for Postville. Powers for Clayton Ridge. Jump ball goes to Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, those second chance opportunities, both of these teams are figuring out we got to get those 50-50 balls or we're not going to get back into it, or we can put this game away.
Inbounds Harbor, deep left corner for 3. Kicks high off the back of the rim, and the rebound pulled down off the right side by Kelly Martins. 14-point lead for Postville. An update on a score. Central and North Fayette Valley tied at 38 at the end of 3. Meanwhile, right side, Musia for 3. Aired it out. Maybe looking for a dagger from just off the top of the key off the right side. Aired it out, and the ball goes back to Clayton Ridge.
If you're Postville, you can be so patient in the offensive end with this nice lead because your defense is doing a great job.
And Harbor in the lane to Deitmeyer. Catches it right side. The shot blocked by Martins, but that time a foul on Kelly Martins on the right side. So Deitmeyer got the ball going to the basket. The Eagles have been looking for that tonight, and one of the few times tonight they've had some success.
Yeah, they had a lot of success going inside that first quarter, and kind of got away from it in the second quarter. That's why they got behind. In third quarter, they sure tried, but just not able to capitalize.
Free throw by Deitmeyer. It is good. Rolls over the front of the rim and then rolls through. So they're back within 13. Third foul, by the way, on Kelly Martin. Second free throw being eyed. That free throw on its way by Deitmeyer. It's short off the left side, and Claire Martins gets the rebound. So you've got the taller lineup on the court right now for Postville. Back offensively, Mose on top to Musia. 13-point lead, 5 minutes left here in our fourth quarter, and Mose kind of takes over the top here. Let's get into our offense.
Some patience and trying to just look for a good open shot.
Right side, they go in the lane. Kelly Martins, post-up shot, no good. There's a foul. It appeared to me that Clayton Ridge was 1-3-1. As Kelly Martins on the baseline got the feed from the baseline and was fouled in the middle of the lane by on the weak side defender there, and that is a foul on Powers.
Yeah, that baseline came open real fast, so it almost looks like they got out of that 2-3 zone.
Free throw, good by Kelly Martins. Back to a 14-point lead for Postville. 18 fouls committed by Postville. That is Clayton Ridge's fifth, so they still have one to give before the bonus. Free throw there is good, so Kelly Martins makes both free throws. Postville leads by 15 right now.
Yeah, Kelly Martins averages about 6 points a game. She's at 8, playing a great game on both ends, as you said before.
Rourke loses the handle on the basketball, but tracks it down and saves it back there to Powers. Powers drives in the lane, trying to feed Deitmeyer. Goes between two defenders, and a reach-in foul, I believe, committed by Mose as Deitmeyer rolling to the basket as Powers somehow regained control. And Deitmeyer back to the free throw line for 2. The one thing Postville wants to do here is not send Clayton Ridge to the free throw line.
Yeah, I was just going to say, they don't want to give away points with the clock not running.
Deitmeyer's free throw good, so the Eagles have scored 3 points this quarter, and within 37-23. 4:48 to go here in our fourth. The next free throw, by the way, will be 2. That'll be the 10th team foul on Postville, the next foul. And Deitmeyer makes the second free throw. And on the inbounds now, Postville, some problems getting it inbounds. They want to take a timeout. 4:48 to go in the fourth. Postville leading by 13. Let's take this break.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
30-second timeout taken there by Postville. They lead 37-24 here. Clayton Ridge last time, and we just got a quick look, it appeared that they were trying to go 1-3-1. And they're going to try to pick them up here. It looks full court, but it looks like it's full court girl to girl.
Yeah, just going to try to put some pressure like they've been doing, but maybe turn it up a notch, maybe trap out of this, look to get some steals and get some easy buckets.
Mose inbounds there to Musia, knocked away by Harbor. Harbor drives in, the shot no good, but is fouled, and there's an example. Harbor left her girl, though, to go help out defensively, and Harbor goes to the free throw line after the steal.
And that's something that they haven't done so far tonight. They've played really good full court girl-to-girl defense, just kind of hoping Postville would make the errors, but here's an opportunity for Harbor to go force the action and got that turnover and got a chance to shoot free throws.
And this is, again, 2 free throws off the back of the rim. It is no good, and she'll have another opportunity. Harbor this year is shooting a little bit below the 50% clip from the free throw line. And the second free throw being eyed here. See if she can get to 1 out of 2. Second free throw there is good. So good follow through on that one. And they're back within a dozen. So Clayton Ridge trying to pressure the defense, and Power steals the inbounds pass. Back over to Harbor. Harbor in the middle lane, drives in, driving a right-handed layup. It is no good. Mose gets the rebound and then fouled from behind. Eagles got the steal in a fast break opportunity and really got a good look.
Yeah, got exactly what they wanted there. Powers, nice steal on that inbounds and finding Harbor, who was flashing to the basket, but just a little strong on the layup.
The 6th foul committed by Clayton Ridge. So Timp on the inbounds, and there's the foul as Rourke and also there, Harbor on the double team, and a reach-in foul committed there by Harbor. So that puts Postville into the bonus. We'll go to the other end. We talked about shooting percentages for these teams. Postville is actually 48.5% from the free throw line. Clayton Ridge is actually 42.7% from the free throw line.
Yeah, neither one of these teams real strong at the free throw line, but tonight it's, really been Clayton Ridge at the free throw line doing much more damage than the Pirates.
Timp has a 1-and-1. Timp's free throw on its way there, and it is good. So, and Timp, you see her reacting there, excited. 5 of 14 before that free throw tonight. So she makes that free throw.
The sophomore excited of shooting free throws in a varsity game and knocking them down in a key time.
Second free throw on its way there. It's off the back of the rim, then bounces off to the right, and the rebound pulled down there by Deitmeyer for the Eagles. So they're 13-point lead. And in the offensive end, Powers drives in, tries to flip it up in the middle of the lane with the right hand, and then it goes off the hands underneath of Millard, and it goes back there to Postville. That's a case there where I think Powers kind of got lost of what I'm doing in the lane, and they turn it over.
And Whitley Harbor checks back in. Rourke is going to check out. Harbor, that was her third foul that last time, but she needs to be on the court, I think, here for the duration.
Inbounds, and there's a tie-up as Powers jumped the pass on the inbounds to Musia. It is a jump ball, and it stays, actually, with Postville.
And right now, Clayton Ridge is going to the ball more so than Postville. Postville's got to come to the basketball and make Clayton Ridge come through them.
Inbounds to Musia, and this is where you ought to clear out. Musia brings it across the timeline offensively and brings it now left side, and there is a body call there, and that is on Powers. So we could see a lot of free throws here in the final 4-11. Both teams are in the bonus. It is the 8th foul committed by Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, just a silly foul there. That's Powers' 4th, on a hand check away from the hoop. Just a silly foul.
And again, you have Musia to the free throw line. Free throw there, and it is good. Postville's been the better team from the free throw line tonight. And they're back up by 14. Rourke will check in. Powers checks out. Neither team overly deep to begin with. But we'll see how things play out the final 4-11. I guess if you're shooting in the shooting percentages we're talking from the free throw line, might as well take a chance, send him to the line. But Musia makes them pay. Second one rattled and stayed down, and it's 40-25 now, 15-point lead. Another score, MFL Marmac leads West Central 32-20. That is at the half. Meanwhile, Clayton Ridge turns it over. Musia steals it away as they brought it into the offensive end. Back here's Timp, right side, pulls up, 10-foot baseline shot, got it from the right side. Postville starting to pull away now, leading 42-25.
And they're just continuing to attack offensively and knocking down shots.
Harbor drives into a lot of traffic, but bailed out by contact. Harbor drove it right side, tried to head towards the lane, and fouled by Martins with 3:46 to go. And that is now the 4th foul on Kelly Martins.
You just kind of see it on Kelly Martin's face. She was trying to go straight up, and Harbor kind of initiated that contact, but went up for the shot and gets rewarded with a couple of free throws.
And this is 2 again with the clock stopped in 3:46. Free throw is off the left. It is no good. She'll have another opportunity. So this has kind of been the story of the game. Postville getting to the line, at least maybe not making both, but making the majority of the free throws tonight.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter, they've knocked down 7 free throws, 7 for 8 in the fourth quarter, so getting it done when it counts.
Second free throw on its way by Harbor. It's off the back of the rim, and Clayton Ridge again comes up empty, missed both, and the rebound pulled down there by Musia, who double dribbles with the basketball. Pressured immediately by Harbor, and she forces the turnover.
And Clayton Ridge has had these spurts of really good defense, good pressure defense, but not taking advantage offensively, not able to capitalize, not able to get the buckets, and I think that's what's been really hurting them tonight.
Claire Martins checks out for Postville. Miller comes back in, and Rourke has it left side in the lane to Deitmeyer, and wasn't expecting the pass and could not get a hand on it. Loose ball picked up there by Musia and fouled there by Reimer going after the loose basketball. So we'll go to the other end, and Musia back to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, just we're going to be exchanging free throws here. I think this is the last 1-and-1 from here on out. After this, it's going to be 2 shots. But Musia going to the free throw line, knocked down 2 in a row last time. We'll see what she can do here.
The difference in the free throw line in this fourth quarter in particular, as we'll hold for a second, as Musia's free throw on its way there, and it is good, is you mentioned they're 8 of 9 now. They lead by 18. You're talking right there's a difference of maybe a 9-10 point ball game.
Exactly. Without the free throws, maybe Clayton Ridge is trying to have that push and trying to get this down to single digits.
Second free throws off the back of the rim, and the rebound. Rourke there loses it out of bounds as Rourke and Reimer collided. Miller in the mix for Postville as well, but they say last touch by Clayton Ridge, and it goes back to Postville.
And both Eagles there hustling after that rebound, just collided and knocked it out of bounds.
And they'll take it off the right side. Back out on top here now to Musia. Right side to Mose. Mose on the right wing takes a step back 3. Right side off the front of the rim. Shot no good. Rourke gets the rebound. Musia wisely stays away. Rourke in the offensive end. Stops. Lays the right hand to layup. Just left it short. Rebound pulled down there by Mose. And immediately a foul by Clayton Ridge. Again, Clayton Ridge, when they've had a fast break opportunity, just unable to come up with it, come up with a much-needed basket or maybe something to start a run. Back to the other end and shooting free throws.
And Sierra Mose had a long rebound off of that 3, and a nice run out by Rourke. Just went with it, trying to get that easy run-out bucket. just left a little short and then couldn't come up with the rebound.
And Mose to the free throw line, and that one's off to the right. It is no good. North Fayette Valley leads Central with 3 minutes to go, 47-42. So that is a huge girls game tonight, and obviously MFL Marmac well aware of that. Second free throw on its way there. It is no good off the back of the rim. Kelly Martin's the offensive rebound, scores the putback off the left block. It's been that kind of night for Postville. Kelly Martin's the offensive putback. They lead by 20.
And right now, Postal needs to keep playing good defense with your feet, but not foul. Stay away from them. Give up that layup if you have to, but just don't foul.
Harbor, right side, open, 10-foot baseline shot. Actually more off the baseline towards the wing. Hits the 10-foot jump shot. It is good, and that brings him back with an 18. Timp across the timeline. Clayton Ridge again falls back to that girl-to-girl defense, and Mose will try to take some air out of the ball if they can here. And left side to Timp. No reason to rush for Postville when you're leading by 18 right now. They've really controlled, in particular, the second half.
And I know they've got a couple of good shooters out there, but right now you're looking for shots in the lane. You're looking for your posts. There's lots of things that you can work on right here.
Here's a foul on Clayton Ridge. This is on Harbor, who tried to fight through a pick. They were trying to get maybe Mose to go off a pick, get a lane to the basket, but Harbor fought her way through and commits the foul. That's the fourth foul on Harbor with 2:33 to go. And no offense, but that may have been the longest stretch we've had of the fourth quarter with the clock moving. Yeah. Free throw by Mose, good.
Yeah, we talked about Postal doesn't have to just hoist up threes. They don't have to force anything. They've got to have Clayton Ridge come out and guard them. I think you look to get it inside the lane, look to get to the free throw line, take advantage of what they give you.
Deitmeyer, Rourke, Harbor all check out, as does Power. Second free throw, no good. Rebound tracked down there by Pierce. Pierce back into the ball game. Also number 14 there as well, Alyssa Willie into the game. Number 2, I believe, is Brooke Hansel. Correction, the number 2 is actually Audrey Ostrander into the game. And Millard back in there as well. So Willie has it on top now on offense. These are, for Clayton Ridge, you don't have a JV, so it's a chance to give some of these young kids some work. Left side in the corner, Reimer. Reimer to Pierce. Pierce back out on top. Willie lost it, but picks it back up. Brings it right side now here to Ostrander. Deep right corner to Millard. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but this group trying to look for Reimer in the lane, but deflected out of there by Martins. Loose ball picked up by Timp. Timp leads the break, drives in, bodied by Willie, and she drives in off the right side and is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line there for 2. So the Eagles going to their bench here to give some kids some playing time.
Yeah, and like you said, they don't have a lot of girls out, so these girls don't get as many chances to play. So a good opportunity for them to get on the court, get a feel for things, and maybe get a couple of shots up.
Free throw by Timp. It is long off the back of the rim. She'll get another opportunity. I think Postville will probably go a little deeper to their bench as we try to wind things down the final 2 minutes. Second free throw being eyed here now by Timp. And that free throw is off to the left. It is no good, but Miller gets the rebound and almost trying to maintain balance, took the shot to avoid a travel, went up in the air, came back down, but she actually traveled before the shot.
And she gets the reward of a rebound, but then the turnover from the travel. So a win-loss there.
Willie takes over the point guard spot. Left side in the offensive end. Here's Pierce open left side for 3. Aired it out short. And trying to save the rebound out of bounds was Ostrander. Goes out of bounds, and it goes back there too. Postville. After the conclusion of our ball game, we'll get you caught up to date on the other games. We'll have the Chalk Talk for the boys game. We'll go through the game stats. Inbounds to Timp. Timp in the backcourt to Mose. 90 seconds to go. And let's try to keep him off the line if we can here. Mose across the timeline offensively. End of the third quarter, East Buchanan leads Edco now 59-29. So they're starting to wear things down. And now Postville wants a timeout. 1:28 to go. They lead by 19 on their way to victory number 3. Back with the finish after this.
When in Guttenberg, stop into Sode's Green Acre Country Market and Cafe. Sode's can make you lunch as you browse their gift shop. We have a great selection of spirits, wine, and craft beers along with a gourmet food section. Looking to shop local? We have a great selection of Iowa-made items, handcrafted soaps, candles, honey, and syrup. We also have jewelry, books, toys, home decor, and so much more. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Hi, I'm Megan Kregel, a dairy farmer in Clayton County. As our local student athletes take the field or court this year, the ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up is in the real meat and real dairy foods grown right here in Iowa. Livestock farmers like me are proud to raise high-quality proteins that support health, energy, and performance. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Well, was that a 30-second timeout?
Apparently, it was a quick timeout, but we had a turnover by Postville and now a turnover by Clayton Ridge. So you missed a pair of turnovers.
You missed absolutely nothing. Postville gets the ball back with 1:17 to go. I think it was a full timeout there because Coach Deering had used 2 30s in the first half. So a minute to go, approaching that mark, 19-point lead for Postville. This has certainly been one of their best performances this season. Right side Miller in the right block, tried to muscle between 2 defenders, makes the shot, but wave it off. She traveled going into it, and she did. And the ball goes back there to Clayton Ridge. So Postville here, actually the group continues. Their starting group will finish this ball game, it appears. Got a couple of kids in uniform tonight. Willie across the timeline. Postville looking to trap. Right side, they go to Ostrander. Ostrander to Millard. We now are inside 1 minute to go. Ostrander right side, sets for 3, aired it out short. Reimer gets the rebound, put back from the left side, too far underneath the basket. Hit underneath, and the loose rebound picked up by Miller for Postville. The good news is our fouls have cut down here in this later stages of this ball game.
Yeah, both teams have kind of played hands off here, playing better defense with your feet instead of with your hands.
Musia with 30 seconds to go back on top to Mose. Coach Deering trying to think here, run their set game where they try to look for a backdoor cutter. Their 1-4 set. Here's Miller behind the three-point line. Her foot was on the line, takes a 19-footer. I don't know if that's what they were looking for. And the shot short, and the rebound pulled down there by Pierce, who drives in, but leaves the right-handed layup short. Again, just been that kind of night. Pierce had a fast break opportunity. She puts the hands to the face, thinking, how could I miss that? And there is a loose ball foul on Clayton Ridge, going for the loose ball with 11.5 seconds to go.
Well, for Morgan Pierce, it's been that way all night. It's not you. You're not the only one who's done that. You've had a couple of girls who just get those fast breaks and leave it a little short, and you're not the only one. It's just kind of been a team effort on those fronts tonight.
Both these teams missed Tuesday night's game because of illness, so one of these teams certainly going to feel a little better tonight. And it is going to be Postville here as Miller to the free throw line for 2. Free throw on its way. It is no good. Postville tonight has had a number of contributors offensively tonight.
They have really balanced scoring, some surprises off the bench, some girls getting some points that normally don't, and Clayton Ridge has struggled with some of their other supporting cast members getting points.
Second free throw, circled around, touched every part of the rim, then spins off the back. It is no good. And then Reimer stepped out of bounds, trying to inbounce the basketball. So I think Reimer thought the ball had went down there, but she stepped out of bounds, and that's going to give it to Postville. She lost the handle on the ball anyway.
She lost the handle and was kind of stepping out of bounds and kind of lost where she was. So give the ball back here to Postville. Under 10 seconds to play.
All right, they'll take it off the left side of the basket and inbounds to Musia. No reason to shoot. Hang on to the basketball. Sierra Mose catches it in the deep left corner. Back on top to Musia. Musia hangs on to the basketball, and Miller catches it right side, and now the game comes to an end. Postville with a complete performance. A dominant first half put them up here, got them a lead of 5, but it actually ends up being a dominant second half. Postville wins going away against Clayton Ridge, winning their 3rd game of the season by a final score of 46-27. With the win, Postville now 3-12, 2-10 in the conference. Clayton Ridge drops to 3-13, 2-10 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll be back with the game stats and the Chalk Talk for the boys game. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
In these trying times, you don't want to waste a moment. It is time to take advantage of Freedom Bank's convenient online and mobile banking services. You can access your accounts from your computer or your smartphone and even pay bills without stepping a foot out of your home. You can even make deposits just by snapping a picture with your smartphone. This mobile deposit feature is available on approval. The fast, easy way to bank. Call today for more information. Freedom Bank, Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukegan, Decorah, member FDIC.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Our girls' final 46-27, your final score. Postville wins their 3rd game of the year, beating Clayton Ridge. We're joined by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start with Postville.
Yeah, Postville was led tonight by Kimberly Musia, the senior, with 13 points, 10 points for the senior Kelly Martins, 8 points for the sophomore Claire Martins off the bench. A nice night for her. 7 points for junior Sierra Mose, 5 points for sophomore Emily Timp, And Harley Miller, the junior, with 3 points, 46 points for the Pirates. A good output for the Postville Pirates tonight. But for the Clayton Ridge Eagles, they were led by Camden Deitmeyer with 19 points. Great showing for her. Senior Whitley Harbor had 4 points. Sophomore Morgan Pierce with 3 points and 1 point for Rachel Powers, 27 points for the Eagles.
46-27 as Clayton Ridge scores 17 points the final 3 quarters. By the way, it is North Fayette Valley beating Central tonight, 55-46. So North Fayette Valley defeating Central tonight, 55-46. It is East Buchanan leading Edco 59-29 as they start the fourth. And MFL Marmac leads West Central at the half, 32-20. A quick break. The Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up next.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. We get people driving to our dealerships from many different towns, counties, even states to make Browns their hometown dealer. We have 4 convenient locations in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, and Victory Ford in Dyersville. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
It's time now for the Pirate Eagle boys game. The Postville boys are coming off a loss at Key High on Tuesday night. This team is young, but showing improvement. They hope to give the Eagles a challenge tonight. For Clayton Ridge, they were sharp on both ends of the court against Turkey Valley Monday night. This team sits 2 games out of first place, and they have plans on making a late-season charge to the top. It needs to continue tonight. Postville and Clayton Ridge, the boys' turn. We'll start the Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up next on KCTN FM 100.
Stop in at Nightingale Drug in Guttenberg to find that perfect gift for that special occasion. We have Silver Stars jewelry line, Gans and Carson home decor, Simply Noel purses and bags, Melissa and Doug toys and baby items. Need that last-minute greeting card? Stop in and see our large selection. We have something for every occasion. Nightingale Drug, your small-town, family-friendly business located along Highway 52 in Guttenberg.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Collision Center knows hunting season is over, but the deer still have a lot of tags to fill. If you've been tagged by anything, pull into the stoplight at Top Gun. That's it. Bob and his technicians have over 35 years experience and will handle everything. We write the estimate, take photos, and follow the factory engineered repaired procedures to fix your vehicle quickly and, most important, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. While you're there, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount program. Call Bob at 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
Pirate Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Speedy Shop in Garnavillo with Take and Bake Pizza available. The Postville Veterinary Clinic. Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop. Harvest wisely. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg. Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. And by Culligan Water Conditioning of Elkader. We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Postville boys basketball coach Eli Nessa. Coach, our team 1-12, 1-9 in the conference. Dropped that decision to Key High on Tuesday night, 77-50. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, we started out slow. We had a good second quarter. Actually, we played them pretty evenly. I think they outscored us by 4 points is all in that quarter on the last second shot too. But then the second half we came out flat again, and that just we got to figure out ways not to get energy and not to just play with a lack of intensity.
And with a young team, some steps forward, some steps back. So let's go through starting lineup for your team in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, we're actually we're down one starter because of disciplinary stuff. So we've got we'll have Kobe Bohr, Cade Downing, Josiah Minicue, Sam Jacobs, and then most likely Harley Check will be the next man up.
And I know some
starting lineup.
And some other kids will contribute off the bench for you, right?
Yep. It's going to be a real short bench tonight. We'll have Jacob White and Yvonne Laurel, that both freshmen coming off the bench, but both can play ball pretty well.
Okay, now, turning our attention to Clayton Ridge. You dropped a decision to them earlier, 62-25. What do you kind of remember about that game?
They run a lot of 1-3-1, and they're a really disciplined team. They get to their spots. They get to where they got to go. They're intense, and we weren't able to combat that intensity. So we're gonna have to play within ourselves and calmly,
right?
Not let that intensity rattle us.
Okay, so you talk about handling the ball, handling the pressure. What else do you have to do in this ball game?
We got to take the ball to the hoop. We settle. Throughout the season, it's been a common theme to settle for jump shots too much. And while we've got guys who can hit the shots from range, we still got to take the ball into the hoop to open up those shots even more for us.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Yep.
Postville,
Thank you.
betcha. Postville basketball coach Eli Nessa on his Pirate team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
At Veterans Memorial Hospital Birthing Center, we offer personalized, family-centered care in a safe environment, aiming for the ultimate goal of a healthy newborn and mother. We offer a variety of services throughout a woman's pregnancy, from 4D ultrasound to whirlpool deliveries. Our birthing center proudly achieved an incredibly low, unplanned C-section rate of less than 5%. Our delivering providers and staff will strive to follow your laboring and birthing wishes to the best of our ability. We look forward to being with you every step of the way throughout life's journey.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. Your health affects every aspect of your life, and here at Clayton Drug, we are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We deliver a range of services with options to meet your individual needs. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing, to your home or mail delivery, online prescription refill, and a prescription loyalty program. We also have personal and home health care items available. Clayton Drug connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Take on what Mother Nature throws at you with a John Deere 1 Family or 3E Series tractor. With quick hitch capabilities, you can add rear or front snow blades, a snow blower, and a bundle of other attachments. Work better, faster, and more comfortably this year on a John Deere tractor. Come by your local dealer and see why nothing runs like a Deere. Visit Bodensteiner Implement at one of their 10 Northeast Iowa locations today or request a quote online at bodimp.com.
We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Clayton Ridge boys basketball coach Kyle Spierschlage. Coach, your team now 8-5, keeping pace in the conference at 8-2. Good win against Turkey Valley Monday night, 68-35. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, probably the second, maybe third time since break where we've said that was our best game of the year. So did great. I mean, from the start, we really couldn't do anything wrong in the first half. I felt everything that we put up there went in. Defensively, we were extremely active. I bet we had to have at least 10 steals in the first half, and that started our run. And also offensive rebounding. Early in the game, when we were missing a few inside looks or attacks at the rim, we were cleaning up the boards and putting it right back in. So we just got to a great start, and then honestly kept it on them for the whole game.
All right, so certainly a good win for you guys. Let's talk about starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, as of now, I believe we'll plan on the same lineup that we've been going with pretty much the whole year with Caden Palmer, Caleb Helly, William Spielbauer, Gavin Mosier, and Caden Helly, kind of rounding out a starting five.
And again, a number of kids contribute off the bench for you.
Yeah, 4 kids at times have come off the bench, and as I've said before, in various minutes, Kyler Millard, Boston Pierce, Keaton Reimer, and Kurt Ross, with typically Kurt Ross and Keaton Reimer coming in and been doing really good defensively. When they come in, typically, whether it's for Caden Palmer and and Gavin Mosier in their spots in the defense, there's no let up. I mean, they're bringing energy right away, and it's been great to see that.
All right, so had an impressive win against Postville in the first matchup, 62-25. What do you kind of remember about that game?
Yeah, we had a really good, I think it was the second quarter, where we went on a 15 or 20-0 run, and then just kind of put it away from there. It seems like a long time ago, but I think we played well defensively and finished around the rim that night.
All right, so what do you want to see as the keys in the ball game tonight for your team?
I would say for us, just focus on us right away, not getting caught up. Well, we won big the first time, but knowing that doesn't mean anything. Also, is much improved. They're young, they're learning, they're working hard. Just that we do our stuff, nothing out of the ordinary, and we should do well.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Sounds good. Thanks, Dan.
Clayton Ridge basketball coach Kyle Spirschlag and his Eagle team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk On.
Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative has youth opportunities available. Graduating high school seniors entered in a course of study in the electric field are encouraged to apply for a cooperative scholarship. High school sophomores and juniors whose parents are ACEC members could win an all-expenses-paid trip to Washington, D.C. Applications are due soon, so hurry. Go to acrec.com for more information. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Pirate Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, and the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Welcome back to Clayton Ridge. Welcome back to game number 2 here tonight on KCTN. It is again Clayton Ridge and Postville. Our girls' final tonight, 46-27, your final score. Winning that ball game tonight was once again the Postville girls. As far as other finals tonight across the area, East Buchanan defeating Edco 74-39, and North Fayette Valley over Central 55-46. The final score there. I'm joined again by Coach Aaron Hamann. And Coach, let's talk about this boys matchup tonight. You have a very good Clayton Ridge team, second place in the conference right now.
Yeah, and they're looking to keep pace with everybody else. They want to stay up there with the tops. They want to challenge MFL, who's leading the way right now, and I think they're going to go out and just try to take care of business, play their ball game tonight.
And that's exactly what they did against Turkey Valley in the ball game the other night. Took charge in that ball game. They won by a final score of 68-35, and I think what was their best defensive effort of the season. For Postville, this is all about here. You lost to Key High on their ball game Tuesday night, but this is all about growing. Continue to move forward.
It is. It's growing, and I think it's growing on the defensive end because their offense is starting to come around, but defensively they're just not able to slow teams down, and that's what they need to work on right now.
All right, so they're playing the fight song. We've got some issues, I understand, going on with the video. We'll try to work our way through that here. Again, technology is great when things work, so part of our screen is working, part of it is not. That has to do with a connection problem. So we'll try to get that solved here. And as we get ready for this boys game here tonight on KCTN. The Upper Iowa Conference, MFL Marmac boys are undefeated. They have a 2-game lead in the conference, and Clayton Ridge is the nearest pursuit of that. For the Postville boys, they had a great win against Central that I think gets them heading in the right direction. And I think tonight it's a shorter bench. You're going to see maybe 7 or 8 guys in this ball game tonight, but either way, they are ready to go for this ball game tonight. Let's go courtside now with our public address announcer, Adam Radcliffe. And the starting lineup here now for game number 2 tonight. Take it away there, courtside, Mr. Radcliffe.
Good evening once again, basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's Upper Iowa Conference boys varsity basketball game between the Postville Pirates and your Clayton Ridge Eagles. Here are the starting lineups. For the Pirates, a freshman, number 1, Josiah Minicu. And for the Eagles, a junior, number 20, Kurt Ross. For the Pirates, a sophomore, number 3, Cade Downing. And for the Eagles, a junior, number 34, Gavin Mosier. For the Pirates, a junior, number 4, Harley Check. And for the Eagles, a junior, number 35, Caden Helly. For Postville, a junior, number 10, Sam Jacobs. And for Clayton Ridge, a senior, number 44, Caleb Helly. For the Pirates, a sophomore, number 24, Kirby Bohr. And for the Eagles, a senior, number 52, William Spielbauer. The Pirates are coached by Eli Nessa, assisted by Jaime Ramos. The Eagles are coached by Kyle Spearslagi, assisted by Tim Helly and Ben Backus.
All right, great job there, Mr. Radcliffe, with our starting lineups tonight. All right, so we continue to work here with our video issue. And so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll try to get things going once again here on KCTN FM.